Scarcity. Scarcity in nearly every sector of the economy, from housing and energy to credit and consumer goods. This made inflation even worse than it would have been as a result of deficit spending alone. But where Biden created scarcity, President Trump is creating abundance. Thanks to President Trump's efforts on deregulation, America's businesses are able to build and innovate again. Thanks to his one big beautiful bill, Americans are taking home more of their hard-earned income as a result of no tax on tips, no tax on overtime, no tax on Social Security, and deductibility of auto loans for American-made cars. American-made cars. And thanks to his heroic efforts in trade, trillions of dollars in new investment have flowed into the United States, and our workers are finally able to compete on an even playing field. These policies in combination are driving a boost in production that will lower the prices of goods for all Americans in 2026 while also creating jobs and increasing incomes. This is the formula for prosperity: lowering prices, raising incomes. And every component of the Trump economic agenda is in pursuit of these twin goals. Under President Trump, scarcity is giving way to prosperity. The benefits of his agenda are now rippling through the economy, and those ripples will become waves as his agenda gathers force in 2026. President Trump has put a decisive end to the 3 I's. I would add a fourth one: insanity, under Joe Biden. Insanity. Our great president is ushering in a golden age economy by making America affordable again. We're grateful to have you with us, and I look forward to the president speaking to all of you this evening. It's great to be with you. Thank you.
All right, guys. So we are awaiting President Trump's to make his remarks. And we're going to keep an eye on Bitcoin. Bitcoin at 92,000, right under 93,000 right now, as we await. Here in the next few minutes, in about 10 more minutes or so, we will be seeing Donald Trump speaking live. That music is definitely not allowed on YouTube. It's okay though. All right. You can see the audience right now. This is big, right? Pre-FOMC, new Fed chair getting picked. Pre-FOMC. I mean, this is huge. Biggest FOMC meeting of the year tomorrow. Biggest FOMC press conference tomorrow. Most important interest rate cut of the year. Setting us up for 2026 and what 2026 might bring. So Trump should be speaking in about 10-15 more minutes or so, give or take.
like almost like 55 times worse than Kamala Harris ever would have been under a different administration. So there's a lot that's at stake in our country, as you guys know. So tonight, a speech about the economy, of course, the economic agenda from the president. Earlier today,
this is the big one.
The White House.
This is the big one. Trump speaking on the economic agenda. Trump picking the next Fed chair. Economic agenda on the plate tonight. Now, Lord, they're playing some classic rock over here. I would love to play it for you guys, but that's a good point. He said, what'll happen if we don't have someone on the right side of history in the next election? He said, I am also MAGA. I like this guy. I like this guy. Yes, bro, yes. On the right side of history. Now, we know that Trump does have a tendency to be fashionably late to these appearances. So, again, about 5 to 10 more minutes, we should expect Trump to show up on stage. Now, again, he could be a little bit fashionably late. All right, they are going over their um, going over their sponsors right there. What is happening here? Hold on. Okay, so President Trump on the way to Pennsylvania on Air Force One. We have audio here. He definitely loves to troll the press. I still don't understand the stream, man.
Billions and billions of dollars is paid directly to insurance companies. We're not going to
I appreciate you, bro.
I believe Obamacare was set up to take care of insurance companies, not to take care of the American public.
Want Republicans to vote for that bill?
I still don't understand,
I
man.
love the idea of money going directly to the people,
not right.
to the insurance companies, going directly to the people.
I don't
it
know.
could be in the health
Maybe it's
savings
YouTube.
account. It could be a number of different ways. And the people go out and buy their own insurance, which can be really much better. Health insurance, health care.
Mr. President, I was with you in Vegas when you had no tax on tips, helped the hospitality industry. Would you ever consider no tax on gambling winnings, considering that might be another stage to save American?
I mean, it's like we're just.
I haven't been asked that question in a long
I don't
time.
understand what the problem is.
No tax on gambling.
I don't understand
We
anymore.
have no tax on tips.
In the
we
world.
have no tax on Social Security.
How is
we
the
have
audio?
No tax on
Is my
overtime.
Are my vocals
no
bad?
tax
What-
on gambling
like,
winnings.
is
I don't
something
know
bad?
about that.
What's
I'm gonna
going
have
on?
to think about that. I think it's better to go up and maybe take our seats. It's a pretty rough flight. Bye, everybody. Bye, everybody. I hope to see you again.
Bro, it's.
I better get out of here.
I'm glad it sounds good. I just don't understand. I did. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. And then it keeps on telling me that my audio stream bitrate is 0. Why? Something is not right, bro. Something is not right with my streaming
Welcome back
lately.
to
I don't know
Mount
what the
Pocono,
deal
Pennsylvania,
is.
where it's about 25 degrees outside.
Something
6
is
for a
not
low
right,
tonight.
bro.
For those of you in the south, come on now. Holy smokes, I wasn't ready for the
It's
6
so
degree
frustrating.
weather, but it's all good being from Pennsylvania. I'm here
It's
joined
so
with
frustrating,
Bernie right
bro.
now. Tell us, sir, about your thoughts about 2025, how the Trump administration's been doing in your opinion, and also what you'd like to see in 2026 from President Trump and the team.
Well, I think President Trump's doing an excellent job. He has to get the immigrants out, the illegal immigrants out. The veterans, he's taking good care of the veterans. when he first came in, he did some good things for the veterans, and then when Biden came in, Biden just did away with what he did, and it hurt a lot of veterans. So,
I see your hat, sir. You served?
yes.
What branch? And thank you for your service.
Navy, 72 to 76.
So what's it like to be here? I mean, is this the first time seeing the President of the United States?
No, this is my fifth rally. Fifth time. I went to 5 rallies. This is another time I've been here, yeah.
Is there anything outside of what you've been hearing that you'd like to see in 2026 to fully save the United States of America, or are we good? Is everything kosher?
I like to see them do more about the drugs, about rehabilitation. I think there could be something done more, like opening up these old bases and doing like a boot camp type of thing, because what they're doing now with the rehabs is just an open drug market. It's just making money for the politicians and the pharmaceutical company. I had a daughter to go through it. She passed away from fentanyl, so I went through it all. I saw what they did in and out of the rehabs, on the methadone. All that is an illegal high. And my thing is to put them into a boot camp for a year and a half, get them off the drugs, and then teach them a trade while they're there.
Hey, I mean,
and I think with these military bases,
put them in
that are
boot camps,
closed,
bro. I mean,
they
somebody
do
should have
that.
put me in a boot camp
I'm
a long
so
time
sorry
ago.
for your loss.
I agree.
What was her first name?
Diana.
When did this happen?
This happened back in 21. That's her there.
I think it's
Show the
cool.
people
This
at
is
home.
why I like the Right
So
Side
she-
Broadcasting Network.
It was
man.
fentanyl.
Fentanyl.
Oh my gosh, bro.
She was doing drugs. We're from Philadelphia. I moved up here. We brought her up. She was on Kensington Avenue. We brought her up. She was clean for 3 years. She took a pill at the Mohegan Sun, 1 pill, because her test, toxicology test, there was no alcohol or no other drugs in her system, just all fentanyl. So, you know, and I just think how they're doing it now with the rehabs, it's
I
just
don't
totally wrong.
understand,
Because
bro.
they come out and they're just on a legal high with the methadone. They have to do something
Definitely
better with them
methadone,
away for
legal
a longer
high, I
period
mean,
of time.
for sure.
They're on a base where nobody can get to them, and they learn to trade in the meantime.
How do you go on as a dad?
It's tough. It's very tough.
Bro, I couldn't imagine.
She was my sweetheart. So, a lot of memories all the time I get like this, you know, so I miss her a lot.
And how old was she again?
She was 33.
So you had 33 years with her. Tell us about.
The last 3 years were great because she was clean, she was working, she was doing great. And she went to the Mohegan Sun, and she must have bought 1 pill off of somebody, and they found her up in her room dead.
Gosh, dang, bro, that's terrible.
So tell us, in the 33 years, though, just a couple of highlights about her, because, you know, I'm a new dad, and this is like very difficult to talk about, to be honest.
She was a great person. She always stuck up for the underdogs, and she cared about people. She always looked out for people. She was just an amazing girl. Played basketball, was great and good at basketball. So
When
What's
you
sad,
see that
man?
the border, you know, gets closed and
That's
deportations
sad, man.
are happening, you are smiling from ear to ear, aren't you?
and every
Let's
boat
go,
that gets
Tony. What's
blown
going
up,
on,
I am
Tony?
happy as anything, because that has to be done. Those drugs have to stop coming in.
You know, President Trump on the campaign trail, he was saying things like death penalty for drug dealers. Is that something that you'd be for?
Yes.
Why?
For fentanyl dealers, yes. Because all you got to do is take a little pinhead and you're dead. And see, it doesn't affect the regular
I
drug
agree.
addicts because their system's immune to it.
It's
the people that take it for the first time. That's why my daughter was clean for 3 years. Her system was clean, and she took 1 pill, and it killed her instantly. She was laying on the bed with makeup on her hands. Massive heart attack. That's what they do. It's murder. It isn't an overdose. That's murder. And that weekend they had 400 deaths up in the Mohegan Sun Arena from fentanyl.
You know, and that's what's interesting, because somebody that sold whatever up there had the fentanyl inside the drugs. Yeah, no, there's stories that I've heard about this, but to run into someone that has been affected by it is totally different than hearing this on the news. You know what I mean?
The whole fentanyl epidemic thing,
Wait a minute for a minute.
you know,
Excuse me. I carry her with me. There's her ashes in
it's
here.
no
I carry
different
her
than
ashes
the
with me all
meth,
the
than
time.
anything. that gets thrown
I
into
really
the
miss
streets,
her.
man. You can't tell me that it's all just the cartels. I believe personally a lot of it's done on
Bringing
purpose.
God back to this
Say it
country.
again?
That's another thing Trump's doing, is bringing God back to this country. That's the problem with this
And
country.
Trump is trying to get the
They're getting
fentanyl
away from
out of this
God.
country,
They
or
took
keep it from
religion out of
coming
the
in at
schools
least.
and God made us. You got to have God in our lives.
Your thoughts about the late, great Charlie Kirk, who stood for everything when it was all that, right?
He was a great person. Great person. He spoke the truth. That's all. And they didn't like it.
And that's the thing. What would you say to people that are afraid to speak truth?
Well, the other side, that's all they do is lie. They lie about everything. The media, I'm disgusted with the media. The media is terrible. They won't put the truth out there. They just follow what the Democrats say. You know? And I was a Democrat all my life.
Really?
Yes, I just turned 16 to go with Trump. I was a Democrat all
So what happened?
I listened to Trump. I never liked the guy personally.
Well, what's going on,
I listened
Nick?
to him, and what he was saying, I was
I'm
thinking.
not sure if I remember you,
So-
Nick, but thank you very much, bro.
Trump's the best thing that ever happened to this country.
I appreciate you.
That's the thing. I mean, that's what resonates with we the people, is when truth is spoken. And there are some things that I've heard from some people saying, here's how we should save our country. What are your thoughts about those that have broken the law within the deep state, that
Really,
kind of thing?
Deadwood?
Do they need to be held accountable, or is it just kind of like a pat on the wrist?
No, because if you don't hold them accountable, somebody else is going to do it again. You got to hold these people.
YouTube has
account- every
changed the
single
way the
one of them.
names show up, and
They gotta
like
be
so,
held
like I can't.
accountable.
And then securing our elections
Some of you-
is
your
another
names
thing.
are different
Securing our
now.
elections.
There should be same-day voting, ballots, and it should be a national holiday, so nobody has any excuse if they can't vote.
And then finally, I mean, not finally. There's so many things we could talk about right now.
Yes, there is. But he's doing a great job. He's doing a fantastic job.
Ernie, thank you so much
I
for
don't-
talking with us, sir.
Thank you.
God bless you, man.
What channel is that?
This is RSBN, so Right Side Broadcasting Network. So you can watch us on Rumble, YouTube, all over the place. Download the app if you'd like. All right, thank you. Wow, you know, it's not something that you know. I didn't know that. I just walked over to him as the seats were getting filled here. Let's take a live look at the crowd right now. But yeah, just walked down and just pointed him out. Said, "Hey, would you like to do an interview?" I had no idea what the topics would be there, but that's the kind of thing that we're facing. All sorts of things that try and
I hope this
tear
music is
down
not
the people,
picking up
right?
like
Or
in the
destroy
background,
the
you know.
people. And that's what we know about the so-called enemy within the Bible, right? The enemy comes to kill, steal, and destroy. Well, wouldn't he want to pervert the truth as well? Act like there's a lot of good truth going on, but really, in conservative media, you're going to hear, and podcasters and all these people telling it like it is. Just like Bernie said,
Bro,
the
Trump
reason
is
why
late.
he started voting for President Trump back in the day
Trump is late.
was because President Trump spoke what
He is officially
we were all
late.
thinking as an outsider, you know, and that's the same framework that I believe conservative media and podcasters and citizen journalists who have hundreds of thousands, if not millions of followers on X and Truth Social. Really a shout out to all you guys out there that are on the right side of history, that will not keep silent, that will say, yes, I agree with what Charlie Kirk stood for. I'm going to speak truth into darkness. I will not be afraid. And you keep on keeping on. And so that's why, if you're watching this broadcast, and a little bit earlier, I was speaking about a number of things that, you know, people are thinking, like talking about the prosecutions and securing our elections and that kind of thing. But it's that truth that we're wanting to share with the American people, because sometimes if you're not always into news, if you're not always keeping up on what's going on, and you know, you live your life, and which is great, right? But if you're not super informed, then there could be a problem. And I'm not the one that said that. Let's go all the way to the third president of the United States of America, Thomas Jefferson, right? Like, who better to be like,
Deadwood,
all
I
right,
appreciate
let's listen
that
to what
input
Thomas
in there.
Jefferson has to say,
I
right?
don't understand.
He said, quote,
I don't understand, like
well-informed citizenry
why
is the best defense against tyranny.
it don't make
I'm gonna
sense,
repeat it.
man. And this don't make sense
Thomas
either.
Jefferson.
I don't
A
understand
well-informed citizenry
some of
is
this
the
stuff.
best defense against tyranny. He also said this. This one's a real good one. He goes, "He who knows nothing is closer to the truth than he whose mind is filled with falsehoods and errors." Thomas Jefferson said, "He who knows nothing at all," right, is closer to the truth than he whose mind is filled with falsehoods and errors. He also said, "Evil triumphs when good men do nothing." Evil triumphs when good men do nothing. He also said, finally, "The Bible is the cornerstone of liberty." So those quotes, especially as a journalist, right? You know, I've been working in the media thing since 2003. In college, there was a college TV station. I had internships at networks. I worked at a number of local affiliates across the country in some major cities. But there wasn't really a huge conservative opportunity or network at the time back in the day. So, and I wasn't really ready for next levels. I was a local reporter. You know, you got to learn, you got to take your next steps. But anyway, Right Side Broadcasting Network, September 3rd, 2022, in Wilkes-Barre, Scranton, only 40 minutes up the road, was my first ever live broadcast. And there was a colleague that works at another conservative media network. I remember interviewing
Nick,
MTG.
you know,
that day
a lot
in Pennsylvania, just
seems
40
to be
minutes
priced
from this
in,
location.
right? A lot of it does
And so
seem
back here in
like
Pennsylvania,
we've already seen it priced
now
in
2025, as we look
Bitcoin
forward
is
to
actually up here
2026, and we hope
getting
that we
rejected
win
by the
midterms. We
4-hour
hope
200 moving
that we
average.
see what we the people want.
But if
happen
this announcement
up
and
and
the new
down
Fed chair pick
Washington, D.C.
puts enough
We still
momentum
want the
behind
swamp to be
the markets,
drained. We still want the wall
Bitcoin
to
could break
continue to
this
be built.
4-hour 200 MA.
We still want law and order. We love
And we
that
could pump
President
here.
Trump had the National
As we do
Guard
see
go to
this
various cities.
reversal taking place with higher
I'm wondering
lows.
how soon the National Guard will be in New York City, because Mamdani will be sworn in.
And Bitcoin at
on
92,600 currently. And as we
2026.
await Donald Trump
how
now.
soon will the New York State National Guard be called in? So there's just a lot of stories, a lot that we're following here at Right Side Broadcasting Network every day, looking at either X or Truth Social. Let's go right now, actually, to President Trump as he is landing
Here we
in
go.
Wilkes-Barre. Just speaking about that in Pennsylvania. Let's go there now.
Thank you guys for tuning in here as we are witnessing Donald Trump arriving here in Pennsylvania to deliver his remarks on his Fed chair pick and economic agenda. So this is big. Here we go. Here we go.
All right, welcome back to Mount Pocono, Pennsylvania. It is 6:12 on the East Coast, 3:12 out there on the West Coast. I'm Matthew Alvarez. Thanks so much for live
Absolutely,
streaming in.
Nick, and I
Those of you
appreciate you
watching
being
out
here,
there
bro.
On the West
I do.
Coast, in the Mountain Time Zone.
Are you
in
an
the-
old
in the
subscriber?
Central Time
How did you
Zone.
find the stream? Can I ask how you
And
found
on
the
the East
stream?
Coast, thanks so much for tuning in. I'm just going to interview a number of people here live as we're awaiting President Trump. If you'd like to follow me on X, it's at Matthew US Media, at Matthew US Media on X, and at Matthew Alvarez on the Great Truth Social.
I might have to go follow him.
Follow Right Side Broadcasting as well if you'd like, at RSBN on Truth Social and at RSB Network on X. All right, So I saw some people that were back here. I said, come on over for an interview. They actually stepped over the bike rail thing. So I'll interview them quick. I don't know if that's even allowed, but we'll give it a shot. Hi, guys. Want to step over this way? What's your first name? And tell us, we'll go like that. What's your first name?
My name is Jason.
Crystal.
All right, can you tell us how excited you are to see President Trump today?
There's no words for it. I'm speechless to think that I'm getting to see this president, and it's like a lifetime.
I agree,
experience that I
Deadwood.
never
So
thought I'd
I don't know
experience
what
before.
the issue
time
is,
ever, huh?
man.
Yeah, absolutely.
Awesome. Your thoughts? I mean, I see
I
the
don't-
Trump
I-
hat, so you're ready.
I don't know.
I'm so excited. It's our first time in a
It's-
Trump rally.
Some streams do
So we're
phenomenal.
we've
So
been
I
waiting
don't
for
I
it,
don't
so-
understand.
And it took a
me
while to
try
get in.
something
We didn't think we
here.
were going to make it in.
And
But
it was freezing out there.
freezing. Oh my God. Yeah. Couldn't feel my legs, but I'm so happy to get in.
What would you like to see from the Trump administration in 2026?
If they can improve like the gas prices, like they said, the rent, everything, like the inflation, inflation mostly. Yeah.
All right, guys. Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
So are you
Yeah,
allowed
definitely.
to come and meet some of my friends?
Well, why don't I interview you right here? We're live right now.
What station are you?
We're with Right Side Broadcasting Network, RSBN.
Come on, get in the...
All right, do a quick photo there.
Now-
Oh, you turned it around, wrong button. There you go, boom.
Well, Rosemary Brown, David Parker's there, Joe Brown. I have Gary Reinhardt, Louis
Wow,
DeNaples
bro.
is here
So
with
I mean,
his son.
we got it right.
Before we go there, though, I want to talk
Something
to you.
is up.
Oh,
So tell us about your thoughts about President Trump being here, and then also your thoughts about 2026 for the Trump administration.
I have gone to every standing president since I've been 12 years old.
Really?
No matter where I go.
So you love this stuff, huh?
Yeah,
You love politics.
yes.
So you've been to Washington, D.C. a couple times?
I trained in Washington
Doing what?
for the Army.
Really? Thank you for your service. That's awesome. So, yeah, it's all.
I was a civilian, though.
Oh, no, I got it. So did you work at the Pentagon or no?
I worked for Army Material Command. I'll let you look that up.
All right, cool. Last thing. There's a number of people watching. Wave to them up there on that camera. So where are you from, Pennsylvania?
Yes.
All right, so what do you love about the United States?
Being an American, being able to say what I want, do what I want, come and go as I please.
Sounds like don't tread on me to me. All right, good stuff.
We live liberty, honesty,
Man, Nick,
and
I appreciate you,
being
man.
an American.
Hey, man, it's
Watched
good
you
to
for the
love
last
God,
couple of
family,
years.
country,
Saw you with
freedom,
your
right?
many different
That's it.
jobs that you
All about
hated.
freedom, isn't it?
Yes.
Found you a solid
Amen.
guy, so kept you
Anybody,
on my
wanna
subscribe.
go? This guy here,
Nick, I
Sir?
appreciate that, bro. Very much, man. That means a lot to me, bro.
I
Thank
can only
you.
stay in this area. How you doing? What's your name?
I really appreciate that.
Schrader. Mark, nice to meet you. First, let's show the people the sweater here. That camera right there. There you go. Nice. I like it. It's a good getty up. Your thoughts about President Trump and 2026? You know, next year, a big year for the midterms. What are some of the topics or policies that you like or want to see done better? Anything like that?
Well, one of the big deals, of course, is illegal immigration. And
So
my
the
mom
consistency-
was an immigrant, and she came here legally.
it's
She got her
suggesting
green
more
card,
consistency
she did everything
than-
the right way. And when people are just sneaking across the border, I just can't believe the way they had such an open border. And then you'd hear about people.
It still
that
doesn't
would
make
lose their jobs
sense
'cause
on
they
such
didn't
a
have
big
COVID
event like
shot.
this. I mean, I know there's a lot of
And
channels
who knows
covering
what
it,
they were
but
bringing in. A lot of them may have had COVID or other diseases, and if they're coming in illegally, you don't know what they have.
Yeah, exactly. And then on top of that, you know,
Thanks,
the
bro.
jobs, the real estate market. It's not good to have millions of illegal immigrants here, right?
It's supply and demand. I'm no economist, but when you have too many people
And
that want a house,
I almost feel like
prices go up.
hashtags
True.
and things like
and
that
if 20 million people don't belong
do more
here,
harm than good.
And that's the thing. Trump is the president. He's the leader of the executive branch and the commander-in-chief, and he has the right to enforce those laws.
And there's a number of laws that he can enforce as well, being the chief law enforcement officer as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's just go with the last thing here. We know that the midterms are important. With your family and friends, when you're talking to them,
I don't dare say anything to my brother and my nephew.
so they don't like.
No. And I have a small family. Most
Markets
of
are
them
kind of
moved
just
away
on
or they're
halt
passed
right
away.
now.
So what was Thanksgiving like then? Was it easy or was it not so good? You didn't bring up politics?
My brother and my nephew used some wisdom, unlike certain people like Jimmy Kimmel's wife. We did not talk about politics. We talked about the food and football.
Could be the same
That's
for.
a nice way to get
could be the
through
same for
maybe a
YouTube.
family,
It's all AI
gathering
now.
when you're
Everything is
on
AI.
both sides of the aisle when it comes to
The
politics.
Eagles cheer against the Cowboys.
Yeah, there you go. All right, well, there you go.
The thing that does blow my mind is how they get so upset about rounding up illegals. But if I had a farm that I just bought and there was some guy living in one of the outbuildings and I kicked him out and he gets all offended and he says, well, the previous owner left me live here. I said, well, it's my property now. You're not supposed to be here. They just get entitled, but they weren't supposed to be here in the first place.
There's so many topics and so many stories that we see out there that need to be taken care of. And, you know, there's some great wins that we've seen under President Trump. There's a number of other things I think people are wanting to see as well, like getting that voter reform done, you know, securing our elections. And
If I have to, I'll go to like the Giant and I'll buy cold medicine. I have to show an ID to buy cold medicine. When I was camping, I needed one of those long lighters that you would use for lighting like a campfire or one of those charcoal grills or something. And I had to show an ID. The woman said the camera thinks you're under 21. And I said, do I look under 21? I'm 66. I couldn't believe that. She said it's only in black and white. I had to show an ID to buy a cigarette lighter, but I don't have to show an ID to vote? What can possibly go wrong?
oh, nothing at all can go wrong, especially, instead of same-day voting, let's just do votes that last for like a couple weeks.
Yeah.
Let's not prove any citizenship. Let's not use paper ballots either. That's what the Democrats would want, right?
Isn't there something in the Constitution saying Election Day is the day? So they're doing it's probably unconstitutional.
It's awful to see that we're one of the only countries that doesn't have voter ID.
I understand certain countries like, I don't, is it South Africa or somewhere? There's all kinds of restrictions to make sure that there's no criminal.
Nick, that's a tough call, man.
El Salvador, Hungary,
I
Poland.
think
Sir,
that
thank you so much. Merry
I agree
Christmas.
with a lot of
Nice
people that are
shirt.
saying we're we're going into a bear market for the
your name?
fact that
Dan Naylor.
that you
Tell
know
us how everything's
based
going.
on the
How do you
cycles.
think the country's looking
But
right now?
Well, I think
macro,
the
when we
country
look
is
at
beginning
everything
to
that's
turn
happening,
around and
when we
head
look
in
at
the right
everything
direction.
going into next
I'm
year,
chairman of the Republican
how can we
Party
have a
in
bear
Lackawanna
market?
County,
You know,
and,
it's
of
just
course,
a very we're in a
heavy
very
Democrat
different
county and home of Joe Biden.
market.
And people were
We're in a very
disgusted
different market
with
than the
where
last bull
direction of the
market.
country, where we're headed. And I think that
For
Donald
sure.
Trump has decided that, you know, releasing the energy and letting
Yes,
us
I
use
agree,
some of that
Deadwood. If we have a
energy here
bear
in
market, it's not going to be
Northeast
as
Pennsylvania,
intense, for sure.
It's going to build us more industry, and you know, we have. I think it's one of about the sixth largest natural deposit of natural gas in the world, and we need to take advantage of that.
There's a number of things that we can take advantage of, especially here in Pennsylvania, when it comes to even oil.
Yeah, they're
in
not gonna
Pennsylvania, too, with oil shale.
They're not
going to
let their bags
Let's shift gears
get
a little
hit
bit.
that
So
hard.
you're the Republican leader of the Lackawanna County.
Yes, chairman of the Republican Party in Lackawanna County.
So what's
Where
your overall
is-
assessment of 2025 under President Trump?
2025, I think that he made the decisions to get rid of a lot of the things that Joe Biden labored us with and headed us in the right direction. I think immigration, he promised. It's not very many politicians that do what they say they're going to do. He told us he would stop immigration, and he has.
What's up,
90%
Green
of
Fingers?
Immigration has been stopped. And there are people.
It is
that
the
have come
waffle.
into
It is
this
the biggest
country
waffle of
for
the
noble
year.
cause. And we can, at some point, look to those people, and
I mean, it's all
and
probably already priced in, right?
Bring them along as
Right.
U.S. citizens. But at this point in time, we need to get rid of the bad actors. You know, because there's a lot of those people that came in here and they don't believe in our system.
Well, there's a lot of people, to your point, so let's just rewind a little bit. He was just saying about the bad actors that don't belong
Green fingers,
here.
Did you
They
get
don't
that short
believe in our
in?
system, right?
Did you get that
Then
ETH short,
there are the bad
man?
actors that are United States citizens, like Comey and others, who are also bad actors, who should also face some sort of anything. I mean, look at Peter Navarro and others. I mean, these guys get quick thrown in jail, and then now our country possibly could be on the brink if we don't get the right leader in 2029, because everything you're saying could be reversed. Do you agree or no?
Oh, I agree, absolutely agree. And I think that's why we need to, in 2026, re-elect a Republican Congress.
Yeah, it's,
you know,
it's,
I mean, we have
it's,
2 congressmen here that, you know, really basically
it's totally
split
different.
The House. You know, and I mean, Rob Bresnahan, I met with Rob Bresnahan before he announced, you know, and, you know, I said, the thing was, in Lackawanna County, we had to get over 42% of the vote for Rob Bresnahan.
So what is a soft ban?
We got 43.9%. That made Rob Bresnahan a winner. And we need to do that again, because the person that he's going to be running against is very liberal.
I appreciate
she's
you,
the
bro.
liberal mayor of Stranded. She's not from here. She doesn't have the same values that we have. And having known Rob Bresnahan's grandfather, I know the hard work and the diligence that they're going to work for.
Looking forward to more wins, hopefully a big win in the midterms. Thank you for talking to us, sir.
Very good. Thank you.
All right, I'm going to get with you right. What's your name?
Danielle.
Danielle, I'll be right there in a sec. All right, let's go to callsheet.com/RSPN right now. What will Trump say during his remarks in Pennsylvania? That's something that you might see on your screen right there. Just go to callsheet.com/RSPN. Check out the app as well, or go to the QR code, and you can find out more about Call Sheet. I mean, you're betting, you're trading, but you're also checking polls on all sorts of topics, including music. I love country music, by the way, playing right now here. Country music, weather, sports, technology, faith, science, politics, whatever. Callsheet.com, great sponsor here at Right Side Broadcasting Network. We can answer next. First name again?
Danielle.
All right, Danielle, so tell us, why are you here?
Well, I couldn't not come. I live 2 minutes away. So, and you know, just last month I was saying, wouldn't it be so cool if the president came here to our town? And then it's like he heard me, because so I had no excuse not to be here today.
Awesome. Tell us about your support for President Trump. Did it start back in the day, 2015, or is it kind of like, were you even involved at all with politics?
Not so much for the first term, but for the second term, yes, I was a supporter.
And why did you get behind the president in 2024? If we remember, November 5th, like 6 million viewers on Right Side. What a huge, huge win for the president, for the country. Do you say you've got the same excitement as you did then, now, and what would you like to see in 2026?
Yes, I still have the same excitement. I'm very for Trump. I think he's doing a great job, and if he just keeps continuing on his path, then I hope he makes America great again.
That's what we the people are saying. We want our country to be great. America first all the way. Thank you so much for talking with us. Have a great day. Thank you. All right, we're going to go one more interview, and then we'll have a sponsor coming up, and then I'm going to step back up to the spot up there. What's your name?
Caitlin.
Caitlin, nice to meet you. What's this guy's name?
This is Carson.
Carson and Caitlin, nice to meet you guys. That's a pretty cool hat he's got there. So
I
tell us
appreciate
about
you, Deadwood,
you
for
being a
dropping that
mama
in the
bear
chat
and what that's like
or in the
in a
on
country
X.
that
I mean,
sometimes
it's
the
obvious, man,
wokeism
that
wants
something
to
is
get
wrong.
into the minds
It's
of
obvious.
even the youth. How awful
it's
is that?
very obvious
It's
that
very
something is
difficult,
wrong.
but it's very important to have
And I wouldn't doubt that there is a
home.
soft ban
And,
on this channel.
we do a good
And the
job
only
of making
reason
sure that
I broke
wokeism
through,
doesn't
I've
come
managed
into
to
our
break
house.
through somehow.
So
I don't know
what would you
really
say
what to
people
do
out there
about it
that are
though.
thinking about maybe they want to homeschool a little bit. You think that's good?
I could break
I don't think
through
that's a bad
like
idea.
on the FOMC
we've
day. I broke
considered
through it on that, but
you find a good network of people, and that's what it is.
I think some things that happened
What would you say to the
2021,
parents out there that
2022
are
on the channel, I
watching
think
that
might
went
have
through it during the
really
2020
flagged the channel.
COVID crap.
It honestly
and
might be
kids like
best
your
to
son
start a
here
new
had to wear a
channel.
mask at
But I'm
school.
already monetized on this one. But
I
what
give
good
them
does that
credit
matter?
for getting through
It
it.
doesn't matter
and
if you're banned,
continuing to
shadow
teach their
banned.
children
I mean,
at
think
home
about it.
the true
Covering one of the
values
most
what's
important things of the
Finally,
year
how
in crypto
important is freedom
on a
to
channel
you?
with over 11,000
It's
people.
It's priceless.
And come on,
Especially for my children.
we're getting one view per
Thanks,
minute.
guys. Take care.
That's not
See ya.
natural.
Well, good stuff
shadow
there.
banned.
We're going to head back up
for
here
sure.
and talk to you about one of our great sponsors.
That's a soft ban
on this
for sure.
As we await the 45th and 47th
Absolutely.
President of the United
And
States.
it makes me disgusted.
America. And then we'll also
if
be covering,
videos,
obviously,
if
the
I start
president's
posting
speech live.
videos
If you remember
and
back
they
in
don't do better
2015,
than the streams, then I'll know for sure that's what it is. And if not, then maybe posting videos, growing a new following.
We always stayed with the
growing a
entire
new following.
speech. You know, mainstream media,
since
man, they
would
they
be
like to
better
cut out of
since
that kind of thing.
the
They
old
would never
followings
wanna
from
show the full
2021,
crowd
2022
either,
nearly.
because
So
they just want to hide the truth. They're
I don't know,
always
but
into
it's
censorship.
just-
They're always into not speaking what the true narrative is out there. And we know that the true narrative, come on, I mean, it doesn't take rocket science to think that we just want to have free and fair elections, or we want law and order, or a number of other things, including the Constitution to remain the law of the land. And you might be wondering, why am I talking about the Constitution all the time?
'Cause this has just
Didn't
been
we already win that and have that since 1776? The reason why I bring it up is because it's something that has always been attacked. Think about the amount of things happening around the world, in Ireland, in the UK. It's already like that in China, right? People want to be free. And it's the 8 billion of the people versus the 800 of the tyrannical globalist types that are trying to squash the will of the people. I mean, it's kind of cut and dry and pretty clear now. So that's why we rally behind things like America First and We the People. And that's why President Trump won in 2024. But also, we want to see the agenda of We the People happen and those 20 core promises to be fulfilled, including ending the weaponization of government. There's a lot. There's a lot, as you guys know, and some of those alphabet agencies out there. It's just facts. This isn't just me looking at what somebody else is saying. We see the corruption. So what are we going to do about it? We better vote in the right people, and let's put pressure where pressure needs to be put. As people say, calling balls and strikes. If you only follow just what 5 people said, and the truth was way over here, right? Let's go to Tax Network USA. We'll get back into news reporting mode here in just a second. Do you owe back taxes at all? So Tax Network USA, this is a great company. Always good to speak with people on the line. 800-958.
Who is it?
1000.
DeFi?
With the national conversation around abolishing the income tax system, the IRS is fighting back and proving it's here to stay
Nick,
by becoming
thank
more
you, bro.
aggressive. Now, if you owe
and
the
Green
IRS,
Fingers, I have no idea.
they can take your wages, of course, bank accounts, Social
Thank you,
Security,
bro.
retirement, and even your home. It's not a question if the IRS will act, but it's when. So right now, Tax Network USA is offering a completely free IRS research.
No,
and
Green
discovery
Fingers,
call
I can tell from
to
my
show you
end
exactly where you
100% when
stand.
things are not natural.
So you don't have to make a serious mistake.
I've been doing this a long
yourself
time.
or calling the IRS on your own. Just go with Tax Network USA. These guys are great. 800-958-1000. Tax Network USA. Also, mypillow.com/RSBN. Great sponsor here at Right Side Broadcasting Network. Mike Lindell, a rock star for conservatism, a rock star for election security. So mypillow.com, a great spot to go to buy a number of Christmas gifts if you'd like. So go ahead to mypillow.com/RSBN. Also, speaking of elections, free Tina Peters. Free Tina
I don't
Peters.
think the background
out of that
music on
Colorado
this
jail.
would be affecting things.
I'm
I
gonna
would be
look
getting a
on my notes
notification if
here.
it was.
I jotted down information from her lawyers. And it says from her lawyers,
Does it
quote,
make sense? My live
Tina
streams
Peters
from
committed no crime. What she did was obey the federal requirement to preserve the evidence of
I don't
the
know,
election.
something is
She
weird.
followed federal law. A lot of people talking about that. A lot of people talking about, again,
And maybe I
holding
just
people
need to do
accountable,
Dogecoin only
voter
streams.
reform,
Those
full
seem to have done the
transparency with
best.
the government.
Dogecoin only streams and then just cover
constitutional rights
FOMC.
intact. At the end of the day, that's
Bro,
what
this is
we're
a big
looking
deal, though.
for.
I want to cover this no matter
That's what I'm looking for.
This
That's
is a
what
big deal.
a lot of you out there are talking about. And I'm not just saying that. I've seen the comments.
What's crazy
on
is the
Rumble, on
FOMC
YouTube.
stream
I've
that I
seen
did.
the posts on X.
It was
and the posts
full
on
of like
Truth Social.
tags and
I've
hashtags
heard
and
from
all
We the
kinds of
People
metadata, and
in
it's still
person.
pumped. That stream's still pumped.
If you
But you know
missed
what?
any of our
Weird
live
shit
interviews
happened that day.
outside,
Like my
while I
internet
was all
connection
bundled
dropped
up because
right
it's
as I
freezing
started,
here
right
in
as people
Mount
started flooding
Pocono.
into it.
Hear
My
from this
OBS
one guy
dropped.
from New York.
I had to restart.
I think it was
Weird
midnight,
shit happened
1, 2, 3. Now, I don't
before
know
the
the
stream
guy,
actually took off.
but he,
Until then,
in
the
the
stream didn't
interview,
even take off.
all the information he was
So,
saying is spot on. So if you're
I don't
missing
know.
any of the
My internet
footage
connection
from
used to be
earlier,
the issue, I do
can
believe,
check that out
for the
a little bit
longest
later.
time.
In the
And you know what I
meantime,
did? I moved my
it's
router,
really loud in
bro.
here. Let's go live right now and
I
take a look
moved
at
my
the crowd.
router, and my connection speed went. Pew. Tyler,
And,
what's up, man? Tyler
look at the
Smallwood.
crowd as we
Yes,
are,
this is real, bro.
Here live.
This is
You know,
real.
some people were
And
just
it's
tapping
crazy
my leg
because
while I'm trying to
we're
talk.
so
Very,
used to
very
saying
difficult
pal.
to do live reporting when that's happening.
We're so used
But
to
anyway,
saying pal. So what?
So
you know, we're gonna have a new Fed
Air
chairman
Force
now.
One gaggle.
Thank you for joining, by the way,
is,
Tyler.
that
Please don't
just
forget to
happened.
smash the like
Let's
button, man.
listen
I
into the
appreciate
USA
you.
chant, and then we
Is
can
this
go to that
quality
Air
right?
Force One gaggle
This-
as well. I'm Matthew Alvarez here.
We are
live
in
on Right Side
1080p
Broadcasting
here.
Network.
Come on now. Isn't it going to be strange? Isn't it going to be strange not being able to say pal anymore? Hopefully pal. Hopefully. Oh my gosh, what is going on?
For Fed chair this week, there was a report that you'd be meeting with Fed Governor Kevin Warren.
What just happened, bro? Is he still on the? Is he still on Air Force One? This man ain't even in Pennsylvania yet, bro. How late is Trump gonna be? 30. It's already 30 minutes late, bro. But hey, he's a busy man.
Hello. Somebody's in there. Come on out.
Mr. President, senators Cassidy and Greenbow have introduced a bill to create health savings accounts to replace the Obamacare subsidies.
That's good.
Do you support that bill?
Well, I like the concept. I don't want to give the insurance companies any money. They've been ripping off the public for years. Obamacare is a scam to make the insurance companies rich, and they have made.
Nick, yes, I appreciate
$1,400
you.
to $1,700 increase, 100% increase over the last number of years. There's really few things that have gone up like insurance companies. They're getting numbers and money like nobody's ever seen before. Billions and billions of dollars is paid directly to insurance companies. We're not going to do that anymore. I believe Obamacare was set up to take care of insurance companies, not to take care of the American public. No, I love the idea of money going directly to the people, not to the insurance companies, going directly to the people. It can be in the health savings account. It can be a number of different ways. And the people go out and buy their own insurance, which can be really much better, health insurance, health care.
Mr. President, I was with you in Vegas and you had no tax on tips.
Right.
The hospitality industry. Would you ever consider no tax on gambling winnings? Considering that might be another stage to save American.
I haven't been asked that question in a long time. No tax on gambling winnings. I don't know. We have no tax on tips. We have no tax on Social Security. And we have no tax on overtime. No tax on gambling winnings. I don't know about that. I'm going to have to think about that. I think it's better to go up and maybe take our seats. It's a pretty rough flight.
Whoa.
Bye, everybody. Bye.
He almost fell over there. Straight guard. What? Okay. All right, guys. He's a little bit late, but that's all right. He's here. The man, the legend, the alpha has arrived. Oh, thank goodness. I don't know how much more I could take. Thank you guys for joining us. Trigger has arrived. If you are watching, guys, drop a comment in the chat. Tell us where you're viewing from. Tell us what you think's going to happen here. I'll try not to. I'll try not to, Straight Heart. You know, how does an 80-something-year-old man do everything that Trump is doing naturally? Like, what do they got this man on? Because, you know, I'm not even in my 40s yet, and I struggle some days. What they got this man on? I need some of it, okay? Whatever it is, I need some of it, bro. Trump, put me on, man. Come on, Trump. Bro, Tyler Smallwood. I don't know if you know, but the new potential Fed chair is definitely pro-crypto. If who we believe is going to be gets picked, he's definitely pro-crypto, and this is definitely good for the crypto market. Nick, what is your biggest altcoin bag? I mean, I guess if you still consider Ethereum an altcoin, Ethereum is my biggest altcoin bag. if you call ETH an alt, which ETH is definitely an altcoin, but it's up there, man. It's like the altcoin. You know, it's weird. It's like there's Bitcoin and there's crypto. It's like there's Bitcoin. It's like there's Ethereum and there's altcoins. You know what I mean? But definitely ETH. Probably Chainlink under that. Shout out to Chico Crypto, man. Chico Crypto for putting me on the link back in the day, man. How many of you have watched Chico Crypto back in the day? That man covered Chainlink so much, man. He had me. I was totally convinced in 2018 when Chainlink was only like $1.50. I was totally convinced then that Chainlink was going to go to $50. So I was buying. And what happened, bro? What happened? Chainlink's there, man. We're going. Chainlink to $100, bro. Chainlink to $100. And higher, honestly. Higher. As the Oracle network. Link is your third? Nice. Greenfingers, I understand your point, your perspective, but you don't see what I see. You don't see the metrics. You don't see the analytics and the dashboard and all the other things that I'm seeing that proves to me that there's been an issue. And consistency is definitely a big part of it. Don't get me wrong. I understand that. I do. But there's a lot of other things and factors that are going into this, man. You know, I do believe posting to a new channel would get better exposure. It would. I think it would. But I do totally get it, man. I understand. But you would also be in the same boat as me if roles were reversed, I believe. Maybe not. Maybe not. But if you were dedicated and put all your time, energy, and effort into this, like, it's not like I haven't been being consistent. You know, you'd be in the same boat. And we got the Secret Service. We got President Trump and the appearance. That's what I mean. Yeah, right, bro. XRP, XLM, ETH, nice picks. Where has Chico Crypto been, man? got rich and disappeared. Now we have Alex Becker. I don't know if we can compare Alex Becker to Chico. Definitely Chico, I think, started making more content. I thought I seen a recent video. I can't remember for sure. I'll tell you what, this may be the latest Trump has been. I mean, we're pushing an hour late here, guys. We're pushing an hour late, Trump. Who they sneaking out the back, man? Who they sneaking out the back? Here he comes. Here comes the man. Deadwood, I appreciate that DM on X,
there
by
you
the
go,
way.
President Trump getting off of Marine One and into the motorcade on the way to Mount Pocono, Pennsylvania, where we are live inside the Mount Airy.
Oh hell, he's still got to. They still got to drive this man.
Live streaming in here on Right Side.
They still got to drive this man.
Network. Very loud music here today, of course. All the kinds of tracks that you would usually hear at a President Trump event, whether it's the campaign season or whether it's during a speech. This is the first time, it seems, in a long time that we've seen President Trump in this capacity in front of the American people. So why don't we do
It's
this?
a positive.
Let's take a live look right now
it's
at
nice,
the crowd.
you know?
We'll start all the way to my right, your left, and then we're going to pan the camera all the way to the back of the auditorium or the room here, because it's actually an overflow crowd. There's a whole bunch of people. Hundreds of people that are not even in the building or in the room that you're about to see once we pan all the way to the right. So Pennsylvania, of course, a huge swing state won by President Trump back in November.
Well, Greenfingers,
last year, 2024.
I'm not really here. I mean, I can't help it if you get
are watching
butt
live
hurt,
right now,
man.
and
I'm not trying to.
You're looking for President Trump. Well, he's about to be here.
I'm not trying to
Mount
annoy
Pocono.
you.
The
but,
presidential seal is on the podium. And we're looking forward to hearing from the president as we are looking live right now at the back of the room here.
Man, Nick,
and
thank you, bro, for showing up. I hope to see you in another stream.
Doors, you're going to see a bunch of people looking in. I mean, let alone
I do
seeing
appreciate
a commander-in-chief, you know, the 45th, the 47th president. Always just cool to do that.
That target was...
Also, I know we the people have a lot on their mind when it comes to what is needed for this country to be truly saved.
3,200?
So one thing you won't get from me is I will not be a play TV type where I just go along with any narrative. The only narrative that I'm interested in is
wasn't it 3,200?
Represent
3,200-ish, right?
Country,
let's drop it down, man.
Freedom,
did we hit it?
Common sense, truth, justice, and the American way.
Oh, look,
the
we
America
did.
First way. I should add that.
3283.
America First way.
3283. So we did hit it.
So
we didn't come all the way down to the indicator here, like typical.
It's 2025. We have a big year coming
that
up
would have
next
been
year
3268.
in
but
2026.
3,200 range, yeah, that was the target.
The
we hit
midterms
it.
will be
and
huge,
now you're
and
above
we
the
have a number of
LSMA right here on the
people,
1 minute.
us,
MACD curling
live
up.
right now,
I mean,
so let's do that.
Let's see what happens.
We're going to go with Pete Begley. He's the chairman of the Monroe
Sorry about
County
that, but yes,
Pennsylvania
bro.
Republican Committee.
It was. It did get hit.
I had to
3,200 was hit.
Down here. This is how we roll sometimes at Right Side. We got to do what we got to do. So, Pete, tell us about President Trump and the fact that he's here speaking to Northeast Pennsylvania.
We're thrilled
All right,
the
man.
president is here in Monroe County. Monroe County elected a Republican president for the first time in 20 years, and we sent 2 Republican congressmen to Washington. We flipped 2 seats here in 2024. It was a great election. And Right Side Broadcasting had a lot to do with that.
I know you made money, Green
Thank you,
Fingers.
sir. Thank you. Since 2015,
I know
right?
you made
Showing all
money.
the speeches, you know, really just saying, you know what? A big, you know what, to the mainstream media. We're like, we're going to stick to conservative, free press, and that's what we're going to do. Now, speaking of freedom, though, even if President Trump does a number of great things, if there are some things that if he doesn't do, I don't know how we're going to save our country.
Thank you guys for tuning in here.
Because I think that things can be reversed if we get some Gavin Newsom in office. So what would you say President Trump needs to do to save the country?
What is going on in the background right here? Hold on.
Well, I think we should end the filibuster and turn his executive orders into law and really just put the pedal to the metal. The left is not fooling around. They get power again.
Get it, girl.
Vicious. And so we have to seize the opportunity God has
Get
given
it,
us.
girl.
So I would like the House and the Senate to just get behind the president.
Man, if you are here
and
viewing
his
this stream
agenda
and you
that
have not
America
tapped the like
gave
yet,
to him.
I would really
He's
appreciate it if you did.
The world
I mean,
loves
if
him.
anything, tap
So
it
we're
for
in the best position
tap the
we've been
like
in,
and
but
don't
you're right.
tap this,
we have
okay?
To put the pedal to the metal.
Pete, thanks so much, sir. Thank you. Nice to meet
Tap
you.
the like.
Okay.
Oh, definitely not butt hurt, Green Fingers, but that
Okay,
butt
thank you.
might be getting hurt.
Getting some more
Get it,
live
girl.
interviews, man. I feel like a baseball catcher down in that stance. Woo.
Sorry, I got carried away. Okay.
Anyway, we have a number of sponsors that we love here at Right Side Broadcasting Network as we're getting ready to see the
come on,
Commander-in-Chief.
Trump.
Now, it is
Come on, Trump. Hurry up,
Eastern
Commander-in-Chief.
Time.
I'm losing my mind over here waiting
Tuesday,
for you, bro.
December 9th, the Matthew Alvarez 6 again for streaming in. Of course, Robert McNeely at the studio in Auburn, Alabama.
If you're viewing the
Much
stream
more
right
down
now,
there, guys. Wow.
prove
All right,
it.
anyway, let's get to it.
'Cause I don't
here.
know if
Let's
you're
go to
there
All
or not,
Family
man.
Pharmacy. You know,
Tap
here
the
at RCN,
like
of course,
or
we
something. I mean,
always
I'll
try to
see
point you
it.
toward
I'll see it
companies
instantly.
That actually
Bro.
support
Drop a
your
comment
freedom and give you
in the
real
chat. What do you guys
choices.
think
And
is going to
that's
happen when
exactly
Trump
why
picks
we
the new
trust
Fed
All
chair?
Family Pharmacy.
What do you think is going to
Not
happen
your
when we no
traditional
longer have
pharmacy.
Jerome Powell?
Let's see what happens with the music as it goes down. Let's go.
Come on now. What do you think is going to happen here?
Not be standing in an aisle. You must have a seat or standing on the walls. Thank you very much.
Oh no.
Do it. So they give you options, encourage you to take charge of your health, stay prepared, and we're just told that only cameras will be up here at this point. So I'm going to be off camera until we get to the president. They give you options, encourage you to take charge of your health, stay prepared, and have the right medications on hand before sickness hits. And of course, during the holidays, that's important. The travel, the cold weather.
Green Fingers,
the
I
family
appreciate you, man,
gatherings.
but I'm
Well, All Family Pharmacy has everything your family might need. Antivirals,
unless I'm dedicated-
antibiotics, ivermectin,
dedicated time to
hydroxychloroquine,
trading.
albendazole,
Like
even
I'm doing
emergency
a
kits
lot
and
of different
supplements.
things.
We're going to continue that here in just a second.
Like I had
But
a
let's talk
Zoom
about
call.
something.
I had all kinds of stuff.
I just want
to
to say for the record, just quickly, obviously I haven't been singing all the praises, but I will say this.
I did make some money though.
The press lead
today.
just said to us that it's only cameras up here, nobody in front of the camera. You could take that how you will, but there's no reason why I would have to step off camera unless maybe they didn't agree with what I was saying. But again, I stick with truth, and I always will. But anyway, let's continue on with some more sponsors here at Right Side Broadcasting Network. We could also possibly go
What?
live down here.
What did he say?
Behind us. And as of right now, there's a lot of room on that press riser, so I'm not sure why that just happened. Interesting. Very interesting. All right, let's go to our next sponsor. Sean, can you, back in the studio, can you let me know? All right, Monetary Gold is our next great sponsor here on Right Side Broadcasting Network. Every major financial disaster begins with a few simple facts that most people ignore. In 2007, it was overextended credit, reckless lending, and misplaced faith that everything will hold. And of course, it didn't. Banks failed. Wasn't so good, was it? Well, with Monetary Gold, you can call 800, actually it's 888-617-7994, or visit rsbnforthegold.com. So, Great sponsors here on Right Side Broadcasting Network. Again, there's a lot of room in front of that camera up there, and I was told by the Trump administration press lead that no more people standing in front of the camera. Let's take a live look. Denver, can you look over there, please? We're going to look at the mainstream media and look at all of the people that are in front of a camera right there. So I'm curious as to why that decision was made. Is it because, am I telling it like it is too much? So anyway.
Wow, that's crazy,
there's
bro.
The fake news, except for some of the conservative
Haven
media.
Peck,
And again,
Hell Blah, what's going on, my brothers?
Professional.
Thank you guys for showing up, man.
To everyone over there. We've
members,
talked before.
AJC
hey, how you
members,
doing? Oh,
welcome.
It's been a long time, all that stuff. But when it comes down to the narrative, I'm just not going to bend the knee to the
Good
crap
to
on the
see you
left,
guys.
the mainstream media, or anything that is anti what's going on.
Good to see you guys, man. Hell Blah, good to see you in a stream, my friend.
right
Thank
side
you
of
so much
history.
for your support of the channel as well.
These guys pumping their fists as our camera guy saying, hey, come on, pump the fist. So just being really transparent right now because
James, what's going
when you're a
on?
journalist, you
Welcome
kind
to
of
the stream,
report
guys.
what
Don't
you
forget to
see
tap the like on the way
and what's
in.
happening. It's the who, what, where, when, why, and how.
Veterans for Trump.
So in this case,
You know,
why did I
the
have to
energy
get
in this
taken off
room is
that podium?
really cool.
Interesting.
I mean, you know, it's what we need.
Right
It's
Side
the kind of energy
Broadcasting
that we
Network
do
didn't
need
ask me to
right
step
now.
off, but the Trump administration
It's definitely better energy
did. Interesting.
than what you see at Walmart.
Anyway, this is about, guys, this is all about God, family, country, and freedom. I'll stick to it, and I'll continue to stick to it. We want to see more wins by this administration. And I
Fed
know
stream tomorrow.
those of you out there
Already scheduled.
stand
Hit that
on the right side of
notification.
history. It takes a lot of kahunas to do what I'm doing right now, but I don't care.
I love this guy,
I
man.
care about the country. Yes, I care about feeding my family. I have a 1-year-old and a baby on
Take
the way.
some big cojones.
And yes, this is part of my salary to live in this country. But then sometimes when
big
you're
cojones.
really principled about certain things, like
Yes,
truth,
bro.
I don't waver. I won't. I can't. I've worked in mainstream media for way too long
I mean,
to bow to any of the political dog and pony shows that I've seen over the years. So I'll continue to report news, conservative news, back there in studio, out here live. But again, all about God, family, country, guys. So, a little
Green
bit
fingers,
about
bro.
what we're seeing here. Of course, some great patriots. This guy here.
for
I
one,
see you,
man,
Nice hat,
my
by the
channel
way.
was never a
What's your name?
live, was never really a live
Nice name.
stream
My name's Matthew
channel.
as well.
My channel was
Talk to us
always
about
originally
President
videos.
Trump in the
I
future,
didn't really
what you're
live stream
looking to
much, bro.
see in 2026 to make sure we win these midterms.
Yeah,
And
the channel grew
let me
because
just
of
ask you one
videos,
other
not live
question.
streams.
What are your thoughts about MTG and Tom Massey?
Man, who's not making
and
money,
President
man?
Trump saying
Are you making
that
money?
MTG's a traitor.
I'm actually not current with that information, unfortunately.
But I appreciate the input in the chat,
whatever
man.
Whatever President
As
Trump's
always.
doing is definitely the right thing.
I appreciate
for
you
our
being
country.
here.
And we hope
I appreciate
that's true,
all
right?
of you being
Yes,
here.
sir. Yes, sir.
Did you serve in our military?
I do think it's a
What
little bit
branch?
ridiculous
I
that
was in the Air Force.
Thank you for your service. Can you talk to us about when you served?
I do think it's a little bit ridiculous that
it was a good time. I served.
Trump is an hour late.
Mainly with Unit Adam McGuire.
I think he's an hour late.
14th ASTS.
I may be in the wrong time zone.
Served overseas in Afghanistan for a tour in 2016. And,
To what, Haven?
I've
What?
seen it through the years with the different.
Haven
presidents,
says I've been
and
trading
I do
30
think we're much
longs
better
all
right
day long, and
Yeah,
my
I mean,
girlfriend
I'd
was
rather have
gifted
President
20
Trump
grand by her
than,
grandpa.
Kamala Harris, right?
So I'm just kind of
Any day of
here
the
for
week.
tonight to have something
Any
amazing
other
happen for the
policies
third
that you'd
thing.
like to see done, or are we
Bro,
pretty good as a
what?
nation?
I think
Congratulations.
we're building to become a better nation.
Now, what is she going to do with that 20,000?
And I think we're on the right track.
Amen. Thanks, man.
What's she going to
Thank you
do?
again.
What's
All
she
right.
going to do with that
Well, let's see
20,000?
what time it is right now. We know that the president is scheduled for
Green fingers.
6 o'clock. It's now 7, so that's
Oh.
typical in the sense of rally coverage and
Subs don't
campaign
make me
coverage
money.
and all the things.
Subscribers don't make me money, bro. The
Let's go
members,
with a
the members that want to show support,
situation that we're looking at now.
like Haven and Deadwood and the many other channel members
I'm
that
looking
we
for an
have
email
now
that was just
and that we
sent to
always
me
had in the
for
past that want to show support. Yeah.
the White House. There it is. Yeah, we're seeing that. It says President
and it's greatly
Trump delivers
appreciated.
progress in lowering
Like
costs
Hell
with
Blah. Hell Blah
much
was
more relief on the way.
AJC
according
Alpha
to,
Club, baby.
the White House. So the travel press just got here, and so
I know what
it
Greenfingers
looks
is
like
trying to do, and I know he means
maybe,
well. I know.
I mean, I see
know.
2 cameras up there at this point, and we were right in front of our camera with room
Trump
there, so there's not
Trump. Where are you at?
Any other space that anybody else can
It's
be.
crazy,
like I had
dude.
room right in the front there, but
It's crazy.
For some reason,
What's even crazier is that
down here.
the market's not done nothing.
All right,
I mean,
let's do this. As we
there's-
await President
the market's
Trump,
not moved
we
at
will
all.
Go to a commercial break. We'll be right back here on Right Side
I mean,
Broadcasting Network.
Trump is so late, they're going on a commercial break.
Welcome to Right Side
This is ridiculous, bro.
Broadcasting Network, your trusted conservative news outlet. At RSBN, we deliver the truth.
It's
when
crazy that the
mainstream
market
media
is
falls
not-
short. Since 2015,
I mean, we are not
proudly
doing anything
broadcasted
right now,
every single
bro.
one of President Trump's iconic MAGA
Nothing
rallies,
right now.
bringing you the excitement and energy live before anyone else.
Bro,
By
Hell
watching
Blah.
RSBN, you get an
I
unfiltered
appreciate
front
you, bro.
row view of the action on the
Seriously.
ground. We
If we ever have a meetup, it's going to be the
Americans
channel
just
members
like you.
that get to
We show
join
you
the
President
meetup.
Trump's speeches
It's
in
going
their
to definitely be
entirety,
Hell Blah,
free from interruptions and
Deadwood.
censorship.
It'll be the channel
We cover
members,
the
man.
stories that
I
matter to
appreciate
you
you
with
and
the
the 420,
integrity and
man.
passion you
If
deserve.
the one
Thank you
day,
for choosing
one day,
RSBN as
when
your
we
home
ever
for
get an
America First
AJC
News.
members meetup,
Together we stand
we're gonna make it
strong,
happen, man.
united and informed.
We're gonna make it happen.
So join
I
us
appreciate
and
you,
be
bro.
part of the
Have
right
some
side
more
of
of this USD fake money. I love it,
once
man.
in a while, something
And you can't
big
go wrong with the
happens.
420.
Something that
You
changes
can never
everything.
go wrong with the 420, man.
Now,
What is
in
going
a
on
defining
here?
moment for crypto. Trump Media Group and Crypto.com are joining
Oh,
forces
Lord, it's an ad.
to acquire up to $6.4 billion of CRO,
Bro.
launching America's first
Bro,
ever
thank
CRO
you, man.
treasury,
What was
empowering
that?
the Kronos blockchain. This is more than a partnership. It's the future of finance built in America.
What just
For
happened?
more, visit Crypto.com, where millions trade CRO every day.
Tired of being told no by your
happened?
doctor, your pharmacy, or worse, your insurance company? You're not alone. Millions of Americans are waking up to a broken healthcare system.
Bro.
That's why more and more people are turning to All Family
I'm trying
Pharmacy.
to mute that.
We believe in medical freedom.
Oh my
We
gosh.
deliver the prescription and the medication, all from licensed U.S. doctors and pharmacists, from ivermectin and trusted
Bro. Jeez, bro. What is going on? Why do I keep hearing things? Bro, Ave Medina. Thank you, bro. Haven, Pack, thanks, man. Let's go, Haven. Thank you for the channel membership giveaway, bro. And Ave Medina. Ave Medina. Welcome to the crew, man. Why do am I hearing that? Is that delayed? What is going on? There must be a delay or something, bro. What is happening?
On the road, gearing up for 2026. Now, many of the people, as
What
Matthew
happened to
covering
the other
it
guy?
today, in the audience.
Crow,
in
yes,
line since
bro. I
10
will
in the
definitely look at
morning
Crow
the
for you.
resort,
Arier, what's going
and
on, man?
plenty of
Welcome.
overflow as well happening. Even the MC
Earlier.
there at the event stating that you have to grab a seat if you can, per the fire marshal's orders. As
Bro,
President Trump
Haven,
in that motorcade,
thank
likely
you,
in
bro.
the building, as
Hellblock,
Secret
thank you
Service
guys,
can
man.
be
I appreciate
seen there.
y'all.
And moments away from
I
his
will
speech,
make sure and
focused
look at
on
Crow
the
for you, bro.
economy. That is this take now. Really under a calendar year, what he has done
Hurry
with
back.
tariffs in the Middle East to Europe to Indo-Pacific right here at home, and how
What
that
happened to the other
local
guy?
focus has had a global effect and vice versa. Even today, or even yesterday as well, the
I think it's
Secretary of
crazy
State
that they
Marco
made the
Rubio,
Right Side
the
Broadcasting
Secretary
Network
of War
move,
Pete Hegseth,
but they let the mainstream
speaking
media
on
get right up front.
security and the trilateral pact with Australia and the United Kingdom. Part of that has a large sector of economic security attached to that, with the White House releasing many facts and information on delivering progress on lowering the costs for middle class America, and much more relief on the way after we saw skyrocketing inflation nearly topping what was seen during the Carter administration in terms of percentages. Now, since taking office, President Trump has made substantial progress reversing the inflation rate and cost of living disaster he inherited from the Autopen administration. Inflation has been cut by more than half. Gas prices have fallen sharply. Real wages are growing again, and key household expenses are finally heading in the right direction. But President Trump has also been very clear on this. There is still important work ahead, even prior to the midterms and the primaries that we'll see just weeks from now. So as we enjoy this Advent season leading up to Hanukkah next week and Christmas, we remain vigilant as we'll be heading to the ballot boxes
88%.
very soon. The reality is the Democrats,
88% of you guys
Biden,
believe in a new ETH all-time
problem.
high.
And President
Is
Trump
it
is
time?
stopping at nothing to fix it. Now, on inflation, President Trump tamed the Biden inflation crisis.
What?
Going
Haven
back
Peck,
to
you're
the
trading the
Autopen
10-second chart?
of 4 years ago, inflation averaged nearly 5% and hit 9.1% amid the worst inflation crisis in decades, fueled by radical left's obsession with spending. In President Trump's second term, inflation has dropped to an average of just 2.7%, the critical first step in reversing Democrats' cost of living disaster. In fact, under President Trump, Americans have even seen the first overall price decline since 2020. Now, you're hearing that narrative on affordability coming from the left, but let's look at wages. President Trump, under his leadership, Americans are experiencing real wage gains that lacked in the last administration as work continues to reverse what the Biden era provided for America. Under Biden, American workers lost over $2,900 in purchasing power because inflation rose faster than wages. In President Trump's second term alone, even after accounting for higher prices, Americans' real wages grow nearly by 4%, or $700, on track to grow by over $1,200 on average in the first full year on office. Now, the biggest difference you're probably seeing immediately, it's the gas price aspect. Americans spending less on gas than they have in years, and this is only the beginning. Under the last administration, gas prices were the highest they had ever been, even after he drained our
Thank you guys for joining us. Don't forget to
oil
smash the
reserves.
like.
This really affected
And,
Alaska, and
man,
dating back to my
it's time.
covering
I
local
have to
politics
take
in
care of
Anchorage,
something.
Alaska, we began to see the unraveling
Because
of
Hellblah-
that with the cancellation of the Keystone Pipeline. Even the former Prime Minister of Canada,
You did
Justin
it.
Trudeau,
The 420 super chat, man.
a self-proclaimed
Have to
socialist,
take care of that.
begging former President Biden to keep that open as
You can't
it
get a
created
420
not only
super chat
American
without taking
jobs,
care of it.
but Canadian jobs. It was good for the
Right.
whole of North America. In President Trump's second term, gas prices falling to the lowest they
that
have
him?
been on the average price in
that him?
1,682 days. Americans on track to spend the lowest amount of their disposable income on gas
Was
in
that
the last
Trump?
2 decades. In fact, average gas prices dipping below that $3 mark per gallon in 36 states, below $2.75 per gallon in 20 states, and below below $2 a gallon in at least 4 states. Now, it's $1.69 in the state of Colorado on average. So nice to see that happening out in the Mountain West. Just yesterday, pumping gas around
Deadwood,
that
absolutely, bro.
249 mark
And,
here in Auburn, Alabama. On the housing costs, housing affordability finally trending in the right direction. Under Joe Biden, mortgage rates hit their highest in decades as rents surged. Now, at the
What does
beginning of
creasing
December,
mean?
the average 30-year fixed income
But yes,
or mortgage
Deadwood,
rate
that would
was
make good content.
6.19%.
Absolutely. What does creasing mean,
lower
bro?
Than when President Trump took office in
I definitely need to do
January.
that.
Now, according to the Consumer Price Index,
Educational
shelter
content.
inflation is at a 4-year low, and the national median rent has fallen for 4 months straight. And that's really the question here of something that the late, great Charlie Kirk
What
would
does
speak of
creasing mean,
recently.
though?
If you're a young person and you're forced into a renting economy,
I like the
then
other
you're
guy
not
a little
able
better.
to really
I do
live
think
that American dream.
I
We're
do
seeing
like.
people
Look,
start families
you got the little
later, getting
bobbleheads back
married
here.
later, buying their first home later.
What does that
and
say?
that could be a real problem over time if people can't settle into a home that is of their own accord, and then always draining money into rent, and you're really not building capital, not building of your own private
Haven Peg,
property.
that's what I'm talking
Something
about,
that
bro.
Is a highlight of the American experiment. Now, on grocery prices for everyday staples are starting to see price declines, and there's much more to come under President Trump. Prices for eggs, butter, ice cream, even fresh fruit, seafood, rice, pasta, and ham have all seen declines at the market and supermarket and grocery stores across this great nation of ours. In turn, with the $12 billion being pledged to farmers, President Trump meeting with them in the cabinet room in the West Wing.
Soybeans,
just yesterday.
long on soybeans.
Be sure to buy local if you can, especially at those farmers markets. They are a hit down here in the Southeast. Now, in everything else, the Trump administration's whole of government effort will continue driving prices down, boosting take-home pay, and strengthening the economy so all Americans
buy the rumors,
can
sell the news.
That relief in
It's
real
a classic.
time. President Trump signed into law the
It's a
largest
classic.
tax cuts in American history.
But what's
We
going to
were there
happen
in
here?
Tucson, Arizona,
What's
September
gonna happen here?
2024 on the campaign trail. Let's go to the President of the United States.
Bro, come on, music. Come on now. Hold on now. Hold on. I can't be... Stand up. I'll just sing it for you. Oh. People got their cameras up. Look at this. You got people's cameras in the way. Okay. That's for sure. He's doing the dance.
Well, this is a nice crowd. You got a lot of people. You've got a lot of people standing outside tonight. It's freezing. They got here yesterday like at 2 o'clock in the morning or something. Well, I'm worried about them. Would anybody like to give up your place? Let some people come in from the cold. You go out to the cold. I don't think so. I just want to say hello, Pennsylvania, and I'm thrilled to be back. This incredible Commonwealth with so many proud, hardworking American patriots. That's what you are. So am I. I'm a proud hard worker. I'm a proud patriot, but you're a proud patriot. Thank you very much, everybody. It's a great reception. You know, we're on to expose what happened recently when we took over. You know, it's 10 months And already we have the largest investment ever made in the history of, not our country, of any country anywhere in the world. Think of that. But let me begin by wishing each and every one of you a very Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, all of that stuff. Remember when I started in 2015, I made my first speech, and I said, we're going to bring back Christmas. Remember, the radical left wanted to get rid of the word Christmas. I said, I don't think that's going to work out. And we did it, and now everybody's saying Merry Christmas again.
Yeah. Instead of Happy Holidays.
1 year ago today, with your help,
it's all pagan holidays anyways, right?
Saved America. That's what happened. We saved in the most important election victory possibly in the history of our country. Our country was going down. We were a country that was being scoffed at, laughed at all over the world. We won all 7. Thank you, Charlie.
Woo!
She said, and you saved us. Who are you? Stand up, please. Who said that? I love her. Only in Pennsylvania can this happen. I know this state. By the way, last election, did we kick ass? We won. That means we won 3 times in a row, as you know. But we won all 7 swing states. We won the Electoral College, 312 to 226. We won, and by the way, the real vote was much more than this, but we wanted to make it too big to rig. We won the popular vote for the first time of any Republican in many decades, and we won 86% of all counties in America, 2,700 to 525. That's good. We did it. Not me, we did it. And now, after just 10 months in office, I'm pleased to report that America is winning again, Pennsylvania is prospering again, and I will not rest until this Commonwealth is wealthier and stronger than ever before. Remember when Biden got up and called you a state? That was not good. He said, it's great to be back in this state. Oh, where are we? Where are we? What state is it? It's Pennsylvania. Oh, okay. Now, we're respected again as a country. We're respected. Since my inauguration, we've created nearly 60,000 new Pennsylvania jobs, including 4,000 Pennsylvania manufacturing jobs that the Democrats gave up on. You're doing better than you've ever done. Under our leadership, more than 40,000 Pennsylvanians have been lifted off of food stamps. 40,000. And working with a great guy, remember David McCormick? He used to go to every rally I had. He knew what was happening. And he's here again, as usual. I can't get rid of this guy. Where is he? He got a little lucky, though, you know, in Butler, a place called Butler, Pennsylvania. I love Butler, Pennsylvania, but it was amazing, and we had a tremendous crowd, like 55, 60,000 people. Then I called David. I said, David, come on up. He was working like hell to get elected. It was a tough race, and very few people could have done what he did. But I said, right at the beginning of the speech, I said, David, come on up. Come on up. I want to, this was before the thing happened. And then I looked up and I said, you know what, David, just stay there. I'll get you later. You're so lucky, David. You're so lucky. You don't know. I could have had a little differently shaped ear if it weren't for you. You know, you got very lucky that day. People don't talk about that, but I remember I called him up and I said, just stay there. Because he was walking a little bit slowly. I didn't want to take the time. Oh, boy, that was a good day for you. What a job he did. He's really a great guy, and his wife, Dina, is fantastic. Thank you. Stand up, baby. He's a lucky man. Working with Senator David McCormick, we've secured commitments for nearly $100 billion of investments in Pennsylvania. We were up here a few months ago. Some of the greatest energy companies in the world made that. We were doing it on a beautiful day, a little warmer than it is outside today, David. But over $100 billion, and we've saved a great American company. You know, we saved, this little group of people and me, saved a little company called U.S. Steel, and it's hot as a pistol now. And we have the keys to the company. It's always going to be here. It's never moving. They said, what happens if it moves to Japan? I said, you can't move a steel mill to Japan. You can move a headquarters, but the steel mill stays here. That's all that matters. And I will tell you, the company is spending billions and billions of dollars, and there was no second by comparison. Other companies were interested, and they really are. They call me all the time, tell me they're really excited about it. And, you know, they're building a lot of additional plants. It's turning out to be beyond what anyone thought possible, but we had to save U.S. Steel. U.S. Steel was one of the greatest companies, which really, for a long period of time, years ago, the greatest company anywhere in the world. U.S. Steel was, you see it with the big factories that were, 2 years ago. Now it's starting to fill up. The tariffs have filled it up because people are coming here. Other steel companies are coming to Pennsylvania now because of they don't want to spend 100%, 50%, 25% on tariffs. Are all coming in. It's amazing. You know, the word, remember when I said tariff? My favorite word is tariff. True, but then I got a lot of heat from the fake news. Look at all of them back there. I took a lot of heat. I got up early on. I said my favorite, it's turning out, you know, tariffs are bringing us hundreds of billions of dollars. I just helped our farmers out because they're starting to do really well. But in order to try and negotiate, some countries played a little cute. And we just gave them, right out of a tariff money, cost us nothing, right out of the hundreds of billions that we've taken in, we gave the farmers a little help, $12 billion, and they are so happy. And all they want is a level playing field. And now it's happening, and the tariffs are making them rich. It's going to be, you're going to see what happens over the next 2 years. It's like a miracle is taking place. But we've taken in hundreds of billions of dollars, really trillions. Scott, we have the great Scott Bassett. Scott, stand up.
Do what?
And if you add to that all of the companies that are pouring their money to building plants in Pennsylvania and many other states, auto plants, AI plants, plants of every type, which we would have never had if we didn't put the tariffs on. Did you see where Europe now is saying, I think we got to start doing what Trump is doing. We've got to start putting on tariffs because we're getting our asses kicked, and it's true. But Scott, if you really think about it, it's trillions of dollars, not billions of dollars, right? So it's amazing. It's the smart people understand it. Other people are starting to learn, but the smart people really understand it. 1 year ago, under Sleepy Joe Biden, have you heard of him?
Oh, what?
You know, okay, look, the King of Saudi Arabia told me this. He said, sir, 1 year ago, I was in Saudi Arabia. Somebody complained that I was making a foreign trip. I went to Saudi Arabia, Qatar, and UAE. I brought back $4 trillion. They said, he shouldn't be traveling. He should focus on home. What the hell do you think I'm doing? And 250 Boeing jets. I brought back so much everything. Then they say, he should, you know, the stupid people, they say, he should be leaving our country. Yeah, let's sit around and twiddle our thumbs. It's, no, it's sort of crazy, right? But 1 year ago, the King of Saudi Arabia said it. He said, sir, 1 year ago, you were a dead country. Dead. They were focusing on China. They were looking for, you know, who's next on line, frankly. And he's a good man. And the Emir of Qatar said it. UAE said it. The big company, the big, smart country.
Guys, if
said
you're
it.
watching the
We were
stream
dead
coverage right now,
country. 1 year
please
ago,
tap
we were
the like
dead as
button.
a doornail. We were going
It'll
down
take
the
2
tubes.
seconds, and it'll really
And
help
now
us
we're
out.
the
I really
hottest
appreciate
country
you.
Anywhere in the world, there's nobody close. Sure. And it's because of the election on November 5th, because that's when it started. You see what's happening with recruitment in the military. The enrollment is the highest we've ever had. And, you know, right before November 5th, we couldn't get anybody in the military. We couldn't get police. We couldn't get firemen. We couldn't get anybody. And after November 5th, that's when it started. Right now, we have the highest enrollment we've ever had, the greatest recruitment days we've ever had in the military. It's amazing. So it's November 5th, and it's also, again, it's a thing called tariffs. And I told you, I was about to say that, you know, because I love the weave. The weave. You know what the weave is? You go here, bing, 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 bing. You always have to get back to the right location. But otherwise, they'll criticize you for straying from the speech.
Welcome back, Hell
By the
Blah.
way, if I read what's on the teleprompter, you'd all be falling asleep right now.
Tea
But
sounds
it's
good.
1 year ago, and during periods of time, I'd say my favorite word is the word tariff. I love it more than any other word in the dictionary. And the fake news said, that's terrible. What about God? What about family? What about religion? What about your sons, your daughters? What about how terrible that's just. So I moved it back to 5th. I have it to 5th. And now I'm in no trouble with the fake news, you know? They say, what about religion? They always find, so you have to weave a little bit with the punches. You have to go, you know, the boxers, you got to go with the punches. But it's been amazing what's happened, and it's been amazing. It's a transformation of our country. I have the greatest oil man anywhere in the world. I see him sitting right there, Chris Wright. I was going to put him in, Doug Burgum. He's great. He's interior. And I said, Doug, I want you to go to energy. You're really fantastic at energy. Came from North Dakota. Big fracking place. They done really a great job. He was a great governor, I would say, right? Really great. And a great person. He's doing a fantastic job. I said, I want you to head up energy, sir. I'd be good, but I'll tell you, there's one man out there in the whole world. There's one man out there who would be better than me. Who is it? A man named Chris Wright. Who the hell is Chris Wright? Give me a break. I never heard of the guy. Well, you never heard. He's the biggest there is. He's the smartest there is. The greatest oil man in the world. Chris Wright. I said, I got to see this guy. And after about 2 minutes, I understood exactly what Doug was saying. So I said, okay, Doug, you'll go to Interior. You work with, because interestingly, Interior owns all the land that has the oil. And he has all the expertise that drills the oil. And I said, you know, we'll do a friendly merger here. This is pretty good. And that's what we did. And we're right now drilling more oil than we've ever done ever before. Prices are way down. We just had 4 states. It was just reported that 4 states had $1.99 a gallon. Right? We're sawmilling.
I mean, green fingers, it can't hurt.
So I want to introduce.
It can't hurt.
Chris Wright, stand up, Chris.
1900 to 2K is that level.
Who would think, you look at him, he's a nice looking guy and all that. Who would think he's rated, I mean, he's the most talented oil guy. He can put his nose in the ground and tell you whether or not there's oil. Other people have to spend billions of dollars on machinery and equipment, and it doesn't work. So I want to thank you. You're doing a great job. And is it true? We are right now, energy overall, not only the oil and gas, we are right now involved in more energy and have more energy in the works by far than we've ever had before. Is that right? Yeah. Not even close. Yeah. And I have no higher priority than making America affordable again. That's what we're going to do. And again, they caused the high prices and we're bringing them down. It's a simple message. If I had one message tonight, you know, this is being covered like all over the world. This is crazy because I haven't made a speech in a little while. You know, when you win, you say, oh, I can now rest. So Susie Trump, do you know Susie Trump? Sometimes referred to as Susie Wiles. Susie Trump. She's the great chief of staff at the. They don't use the word chief of staff anymore because of the Indians got extremely upset. But now the Indians actually want their name used, which is true. They never didn't want it used. But the chief of staff, and she's fantastic. She said, we have to start campaigning, sir. I said, I won. What do I have to do already? They said, we have to win the midterms, and you're the guy that's going to take us over the midterm. Where's Susie? Susie, come on, Susie. Look at Susie. Susie's the greatest. And who do we see there? We even brought our superstar today, Caroline. Stand up, Caroline. Isn't she great? Is Caroline great? You know, when she goes on television, Fox, they dominate. They dominate when she gets up there with that beautiful face and those lips that don't stop, up, like a little machine gun. She's got no fear. You know why she has no fear? Because we have the right policy. We don't have men in women's sports. We don't have to sell men in women's sports. We don't have to sell transgender to everybody. We don't have to sell open borders where the whole world is allowed to come into our country from prisons and everywhere else. So she's got a little bit easier job. I wouldn't want to be the other side's press secretary, right? Thanks, Carolyn. Great job. We appreciate it.
Green fingers, my head is already mush.
They gave you high prices. They gave you the highest inflation in history, and we're bringing those prices down rapidly. Lower prices, bigger paychecks. You're getting lower prices.
I'm still drinking
bigger
coffee.
Paychecks. We're getting
it's cold, but I'm drinking.
Inflation. We're crushing it, and you're getting much higher wages. I mean, the only thing that's really going up big, it's called the stock market and your 401ks. It's going up.
He said it, bro. He said it. I mean,
but I say it, and I said it the other day, and a lot of people misinterpret it. They say, oh, he doesn't realize prices are high. Prices are coming down very substantially. But they have a new word. They always have a hoax. The new word is affordability. So they look at the camera and they say, this election is all about affordability. Now, they never talk about it. They never talk. Thank you very much. They say I'm not allowed to run. I don't know what the hell that's all about, but that's okay. He said 4 more years. You see the new hat? We have 4 more years. 2028. We have all sorts of...
4 more years. These people. Look, man, I love Trump, but I also love the Constitution, man. I will say, though, do you guys think that 4 years is enough time
3 years
anymore, the way time goes by?
And you know what that is in Trump time? 3
Trump
years
time.
and 2 months is called eternity. We have a lot.
4 years. 4 years now is more like 2.
Time. But under
Am I wrong?
Biden, real wages plummeted by $3,000 a year. Under Trump, the typical factory worker has already seen their wages increase by more than $1,300, and that's in just a few months. And for construction
that's true,
workers,
Hellblaw, if they win
$1,800
twice.
up versus $3,500 down, and I think their number is wrong. It's much lower than that. For miners, do we love miners? I love miners.
The Don Killam says Trump will be president in 2028.
10,000 feet under the ground,
How,
and they
bro?
wouldn't trade jobs with me.
You think so? You think it's over?
If I gave them a beautiful, magnificent
full dictatorship
penthouse in the middle of Manhattan, where I used to live, if I gave them the most beautiful penthouse, they wouldn't take it. They'd rather go 10,000 feet underground.
Don Killam,
that's what they want. For miners,
got a
their
good point,
wages
my man.
went up $3,300, and we're
Bro.
bringing back coal. But my administration cannot talk about anything else.
Yes, Green Fingers, it
except
is.
when they say the word coal, they have to precede the word by 2 words: clean, beautiful. So we only call coal clean, beautiful coal. Is that right, fellas? Because coal needs a little public relations help. It's a very powerful fuel. It's used by China. You know, China makes all our windmills, but they don't have any wind farms. It's a little interesting, isn't it? Wind is the worst. That's a scam. They ruin your valleys. They ruin your peaks. The most expensive energy. The only ones that get rich are the developers who make a fortune. You have to change your windmills, and most of them are made in China. But China
Green fingers, the coins have been created, but
wind farms. You know
I just
why?
have to
'Cause
be
they're
really
smart.
careful
You know
about how to go about that. You know,
coal. They let
and
coal.
until I figure
So
that
that's
out, and
okay.
I'm a one-man show.
We have cleaned, beautiful coal, and we brought it back.
And I don't
into
really want to
vogue.
bring in anybody
we have
else
nuclear,
this
we
time.
have oil and
you know,
gas.
that
we have sort of everything. We don't want
that hurt.
We don't
That hurt us
approve
kind of last
windmills.
time.
We don't approve it. I'm sorry.
It was all a big
We don't
experiment
like
anyway.
things that
but-
kill all our birds. And that every time you put one up, only the guy that owns it makes a lot of money. Those guys, what a joke. And they are ugly. You're right, sir. But Democrats talking about affordability.
Thank you
is
guys
like
for joining the
Bonnie
stream.
and Clyde preaching about public safety. And they are really truly the enemy of the working class when they do it, because we're going to have a great energy policy. You know, our oil prices are coming down, very substantial energy prices. And honestly, with that, everything comes down, because there's nothing nearly in the category of oil. You wouldn't even know what second is. There are seconds and thirds, but it's so far down the list we don't even talk about them. You get energy prices down, which we're doing. Again, the greatest amount of drilling, the greatest amount of fuel being produced right now in our country than ever before, by far. It's not even a contest. And when that happens, those prices come down. That's why you're seeing oil per barrel coming down nicely, very nicely. We don't want to go so rapidly because we want the people that produce it to keep producing it, but they're doing good. But it's amazing. But when energy comes down, your other prices come down too, all of your prices. And that's exactly, we inherited the highest prices ever, and we're bringing them down. We inherited the worst inflation in the history of our country. Think of that. And we're bringing them down rapidly. Their entire agenda is about robbing working people to fund their far-left cronies and give lavish benefits to foreign migrants and illegal aliens. You can't do it. Look, we all have a heart. We don't like what's happening. But, you know, when they allow them to come in, we have a border that, by the way, they don't talk about the border. Why don't you talk about the border anymore? The border is, for months, it's closed. Actually, their people, because they're radical left, their people, radical left, they rate the border and everything. You know how many people came into the border over the last 7 months? You know what it is? Zero. Except for the ones that came in legally, right? Legally. When Biden and congressional Democrats had power, they blew up our economy, sent prices soaring. Look, the poor guy, he didn't know what the hell was happening. Okay, I'm sorry. It wasn't him. It was the lunatics that circled. Yeah, it was the auto pen. You're right. I can't believe I didn't say that. I hate when you beat me to the punchline. I would not have said.
Bro.
Well, I'll tell you, I'll give the fake news a little breaking news. So I believe, and I may be correct, but we're checking this. We have a bad head of the Fed. We're going to be making a change. Fortunately, this guy's out.
Here we go.
But we have 4 members appointed by Sleepy Joe Biden. Which is better, Sleepy Joe or Crooked Joe? Historically, when I've done polls, from people, I do my own polls. I go to a big arena. We have 20,000 people. I say, which you like, Sleepy Joe or
What's up,
Crooked Joe?
ATL guy?
And I learned. I save millions of dollars. I don't have to do any polling, okay?
Thank you for tuning in, my man.
Typically, Crooked Joe wins. I'm surprised. Because to me, he's a sleepy son of a bitch, who destroyed our country. If we didn't come along, and it's not me, it's all of us. If we didn't come along, this country was destroyed. I'll tell you, it would have been destroyed. But now Democrats in Congress want to take us straight back to the Bidenomics. They don't change. And I don't really talk about it because, for instance, I watched a congressman the other day on a television show. They were interviewing a Democrat. He was fighting like hell for men to play in women's sports, okay? And I was going to put something out. I was going to he's a well-known congressman. And I said, you know, let's save it about 2 weeks before the election. Right, David? We don't want to do it now. What the hell good does it do now? Let's save it for about 2 weeks because we don't want them to change. Just let them keep going. I think transgender for all is a great, great thing for the Democrats to be talking about. Transgender for every member in your family.
Hell Block coming in with the $2 make you holler. I love it. Thanks, bro.
Let's not talk about it. Let them go.
I appreciate you, man.
Fight to get these things. I think open borders are great. You know, where prisons are emptied into our country.
Make you holler. Yo,
where people
sleepy
from all
son
over
of
the world being dumped into our country. The people that aren't wanted in their countries, by the way. I think that's a great, like Somalia. Welcome. Do we have any individuals from Somalia in the group? Please raise your hand. That's for Minnesota, you know. That's called the Great Big Minnesota Scam with one of the dumbest governors ever in history.
Bro, what just happened? What was that?
I love this Ilan Omar, whatever the hell her name is, with the little turban. I love her. She comes in, does nothing but bitch. She's always complaining. She comes from a country where, I mean, it's considered about the worst country in the world, right? They have no military. They have no nothing. They have no parliament. They don't know what the hell the word parliament means. They have nothing. They have no police. They police themselves. They kill each other all the time. I love it. She comes to our country, and she's always complaining about the Constitution allows me to do this. We ought to get her the hell out. She married her brother in order to get in, right? She married her brother.
Bro. Go Trump, man. Trump's on one tonight.
Trump married his sister.
Trump is on one tonight, y'all.
If I married my sister,
where are you guys at in the chat, man?
Do you think I'd last for
where
about
you guys
2
at in the
hours,
chat?
or would it be something less
Viewers
than
of the
that?
stream.
She married her brother to get in. Therefore, she's here illegally.
Bro, this is real. This is real. This is.
She does nothing but complain.
Trump's just out here just. He's a real mother. I can't help it, bro. I can't help it.
So now,
I love it.
And we have our savior.
I love it, bro.
His name is Secretary of the Treasury.
My motherfucking guy. My guy with the 269.
That very
family value.
Man, that man.
She married her brother.
You're picking the Secretary of the Treasury. Is he like the perfect guy for a movie? He's made for the movie. Stand up, Scott.
Stand up, Scott. Bro.
No, he's central casting.
Bro, Hell Blah coming through like a champ. Hell Blah is the boss man. The boss man.
Here's what happened.
Much love, bro. I appreciate the support, bro. I really do appreciate it.
Somalia
bro,
and the billions
family
of dollars
values.
they have robbed from Minnesota.
Let's go. If you're just now tuning in, don't forget to tap the like real quick.
I hope you're not one
right
of
now,
these
2
Republicans
seconds.
where something
Can we get it
comes
to 30 likes?
Do what they should do because
30
they're nicer
likes?
people. You know, they're much nicer people.
Ain't no
than
loving
the
like your
Democrats,
sister or
but Scott's
cousin.
actually not a nice
No,
person at all.
no.
So, Scott, you're in charge of that investigation? Okay, I'm not interfering at all. I'm just saying, please do a good job, honest and fair. Right? Honest and fair.
Thank you guys, bro. Thank you.
If he's honest and fair, you know what
Thank
he's
you.
going to find. It's great. I'd love to have that job.
Thank you, bro. Thank you, guys. Thank you. Yes, there. Let's get it.
Them the hell
Run
out
it
of
up.
here. They
Run
hate
it
our
up.
country. And she hates our country.
Run it up, man.
Hate our country. And AOC hates our country. They all do. And we have a new candidate in the great state of Texas.
I will say,
where
man.
I won Texas by more votes than
It takes a
anybody.
lot
And you
to
have
entertain
understand,
me these days.
I'm being judged by these.
And I would say that if I'm being entertained at all, there's some value there, bro. Even if nothing truly meaningful has been said yet.
Say that's slightly off. I get like headlines. Donald Trump
Paul,
exaggerated.
my
Donald
man
Trump
in the
lied.
chat. Paul,
They
what's
give me
good, Paul?
Pinocchios, Washington Post, a Pinocchio. They lie every day. They give me a Pinocchio.
That's what I'm saying. Nothing
But
has been
think of
said.
this.
Like,
If I make even the
I don't really know
slightest-
what he's talking
the
about.
slightest mistake, what they do is they go after me. Everything I say is correct. We have now a new candidate.
It's coming,
I
though.
won
He's-
Texas
he's
by
a-
the
he-
largest vote in the history of Texas 3 times.
This is supposed to be an economic agenda announcement and Fed chair announcement.
Just like I love.
And he was already an hour
Pennsylvania,
late.
the
I don't know what they
Commonwealth
gave the man
of
before he
Pennsylvania.
stepped on stage or off of Air
Just
Force
like I
One.
love,
But
honestly, every one of our states. I love all of our states, and we've done.
I love each and every
so
one of you
well.
guys.
I love all of our
Thank you for
states.
being here.
What? By
Thank
the
you
way-
for tuning in.
By the way,
we love
by
Trump.
the way,
If you love
is
Trump,
this a different
smash a
country
like,
now than
subscribe
we
to
had
the
a year
channel.
and a half ago?
I do support Trump,
What a difference.
even if I don't know what he's talking about sometimes.
Crime, crime is way down.
Right.
Despite the fact that we have many.
Can we get it to 30
bad
likes?
people entered our country. Many of them are being taken out. Ultimately, they're all being taken out. Washington, D.C., we had a tragic incident, as you know, with the two incredible
Don Killam
people.
says
It
he's the
was
greatest
terrible.
comedian of all time,
Yeah,
bro.
it
I
was
mean,
just 2 weeks ago, right? Just a
thank you guys,
terrible
bro. Thank you.
National
Thank you.
Guard, Terrible thing. Sarah.
This is
and
the time
Andrew.
Trump works
Sarah
the crowd.
passed
That's what's
away.
happening. You're right.
She's looking at us
Everything's
from
strategic.
heaven from above.
El Blah,
And
he
she
had
was
to do some.
killed
He
almost
had to do some
instantly. They
what?
kept her alive. So her parents came
Some
from
bumps
West Virginia,
of
another
the
great state.
no.
Her parents are incredible. They couldn't believe it. She was 20 years old. Perfect.
No.
She was just getting a little promotion. They were so
None,
proud
none of the
her.
fairy
She was
dust,
on her way
bro.
up, and she was,
None of the fairy dust, bro.
Shotnik head. The brain.
They say he only sleeps 4 hours a day. Okay, maybe he is on the
Were able to
dust,
keep her
bro.
alive long enough for her parents
He
to
is
come
on
in
the
from
dust.
West Virginia and say goodbye. to
ATL
her.
guy, Jaywood, I appreciate
And
you guys.
Andrew is the second one. Who's
Oh, my
also from
goodness.
West Virginia National Guard, incredible people, and so they were both from West Virginia, and his mother's named Monica, and Monica's the most positive person I've ever seen.
Hold
the
on.
night that he was so badly
Hold on,
hit
who's
and
Monica?
The doctors gave him almost no chance.
Who's Monica?
I called their hospital room and spoke to her, and she said, "Sir, he'll be fine." Oh no, I'm telling you.
The only
he's
Monica I
going
can
to-
think
I'm
of is-
praying. The whole country is praying. Sir, I'm telling you,
You already
don't
know.
worry about it. He's going to be fine. This is the mother talking to me.
The mother,
And
what?
The father's like devastated.
Oh.
He's an incredible guy too, both. And I went and invited them to the Oval Office, and they came in. She said, "Sir, he's fine." It was amazing, actually. And today, Monica.
Bro,
She said, "We're
Nightbot.
all praying."
Thought I got rid of
And I'm
Nightbot,
praying.
bro.
And then she called to say, "Sir, he moved his finger today." This is like 3 days later. He
I'm
moved his
timing
finger.
Nightbot out.
And today I got a call that he got up from bed. Do you believe that? He got up. He got up. Now, he didn't speak. He's not ready for that yet. I mean,
Dan
he's
Halen
got
knows
it
what's
in
up.
the head. But he got up, and boy, they're so happy. It's amazing. And the care that they've given him at the hospital, and the
What's up,
generals
Dan?
that have
Thank you
been
for being
there,
here, bro.
The military that's been there, it's amazing. General Seward and others that she said the level of love.
I think whatever they gave Trump
the
is starting to wear
military has
off. Can
given
you
to
tell?
My boy, and by the way,
I'm just
Sarah's
kidding.
parents said the same thing.
Joke.
The love and the affection and the care that they're given, they can't even believe what's happened. But Andrew stood up today, and people even can't believe it. So the mother was amazing, and let's hope it continues. Look, it doesn't get much worse than what he did. Let's hope it continues.
Unchanged. Unchanged. Completely
That's
unchanged.
an act of terrorism. This is a guy came from Washington, state of Washington, came across the
Completely
country,
unchanged.
and he wanted to kill people with the uniform. A whack job. Isn't it crazy? Think of it. He was also very badly injured. And they're fighting to save his life so that we can give him the death penalty. How crazy is that, right? They're fighting to save his life so that we can give him the death penalty. That's the way it really should work, right? The doctors have to do their job, and then the lawyers have to do their job. But it's an amazing country. Actually, Andrew's father said that. He said, they're fighting for him. I hope they save him, sir, because I hope he has to understand what he did, how bad it is. And he's going to, I think he will be saved, actually. It looks like they will save him. He wasn't as badly hurt as Sarah or Andrew, but isn't it an amazing thing? They're working so hard to save his life, and we're going to put him up for the death penalty. Amazing, huh? Only in America. That's only in America. You know, in one way, there's something beautiful about it. In another way, it's a little crazy, right? In my first term, we built the greatest economy in the history of the world. You know that. We had the greatest economy in history, even with the COVID. COVID came, and it really hurt the world. It was a gift from China, but China got hurt very badly, too. We're getting along with China. They're buying a lot of our soybeans. Keep buying those soybeans there. You know, you heard all about magnets and rare earth. They were great. I met with President Xi. Scott was with me, and we had a whole group. Marco was there, and Chris was there. We were all there, and we made incredible deals with China. We're getting along. Getting along is a good thing. You know, getting along is a good thing, not a bad thing. It's a smart thing, and they're buying literally trillions of dollars worth of our products and all of that. And we had a very good meeting. Remember, the whole world was going to shut down over rare earth. That was 2 months ago, and that worked out very well. It all works out well. If you have a smart president, it works out well. If you have a dummy, it doesn't work well.
There he is.
But we had a great economy. We had the greatest economy in our country's history, but we had what's called the greatest economy. This is the first term, probably ever, of any country. Now, in addition to that, we rebuilt our military. We got the biggest tax cuts ever. We got the biggest regulation cuts ever. We had the best job numbers. We had a great first term. Or frankly, to be honest with you, I wouldn't be standing here. Because if I had a bad first term, you know, you might say, I like him. He's really good. But we had a lousy first term. You're not going to vote. You voted for me because we had a great, despite all of the Russia bullshit, despite all of the impeachments, you know, think of it. The impeachments, all of the crap we had to go through with these crooked Democrats. They're crooked as you could be. They're bad people. They're sick people. But despite all of that, we had an amazing first term. Our second term is blowing it away. It's blowing it away. So we're doing it again, but bigger, better, and stronger than ever before. There's more work to do, but today, I think 22 total. Is
what
that
happened?
right, Chris? That just came
Did
out,
we cut
that
out?
Statistic.
Are we
down
good?
Lower than we've been in 7 years.
Are we good, bro?
Gasoline
Did it cut out?
prices and oil prices, not just the 3 states that I talk about with $1.99 a gallon. How would you like to have $1.99? You know, that's the equivalent of a very major tax cut. You know, when you get the energy prices down, it's really the equivalent, maybe even in many cases better than a big tax cut, which we gave you. We gave you the biggest tax cut ever in the first term.
Padgy,
we then gave you,
I appreciate you as well, Helblad. Padgy, new,
which is phenomenal.
I can't say your name, but thank you, bro.
Something that's even better than we did. We gave you an extension of the biggest tax cuts and the biggest tax cuts ever.
See what the hell's up with that?
Than the first term. And that's one of the reasons
send the dollar to zero.
401ks are through the roof.
I mean,
it's one of the reasons that the stock market is at the highest point. So rent prices are down.
You guys rock, man.
Are coming down.
If you are not subscribed to the channel, consider hitting subscribe.
Thanksgiving turkeys was down by 33% compared to the Biden era.
Thanksgiving turkeys down 30%, baby.
Biden era for Thanksgiving, you said, "Oh my God, this is terrible. It was a rotten Thanksgiving." And Walmart, I thank them. You know, they came out with a big, like sort of a numbers thing, a chart, and they had it 25% less. So that's pretty good. A Thanksgiving meal with all of the trimmings is 25% less under Trump than it was a year ago under Biden. That's a good start. We're bringing it down, and we're coming down more. We're coming down a lot more. Takes a little time to come down. They were ruining. They're going to destroy our country. The cost of a Christmas ham, what? Don't forget.
My God.
Eggs.
Listen, Helblad, it might just be me and you at the AJC meetup, bro.
But you're right. Remember
Look,
with eggs,
I mean,
I had my
I appreciate the $1.69, bro.
2 days went by and I had a news conference. Right? Unlike
I appreciate
Biden, 2 years go by, he still didn't have it. Remember? He'd walk off the stage. He's finished with
I'm
his
just kidding about it
finished
just being
with
me and
your
you, man.
speech.
We
Now
got
what?
we got
You
lots of people
finished what?
been very supportive. So
And then he'd walk into a wall.
yeah, well, I was wondering why there wasn't a message there.
What he did, and it wasn't him. It was some really smart,
Let's go.
radical left lunatics. What they did to our country.
I said I will only accept
We can never
$1.69 gas
We
and
can never
$4.20
forget. But you
turkeys.
remember the first eggs?
I wonder why he didn't put that.
3 days. I just got there. Sure, what's these people? 2 of them are there, right there. Look at all those cameras you got. You got a lot of television going. 2 of them were there. And I'm talking about, yes, I look forward to getting
Bitcoin all-time high.
doing great things. What about eggs? Eggs are down. They go, eggs. They said, the price of eggs is quadrupled. I said, oh, I didn't know that. Tell me about it. It's gone up like 4 or 5 times. Remember eggs right at the beginning. He's right when he says eggs. It went up like 4 times. It was like crazy. And they said, sir,
eggs.
Don't buy. They came into the Oval Office. Sir, you know, we have an Easter egg hunt. It's like a thing for 150 years at the White House. Beautiful. They said, sir, we're going to buy plastic eggs this year. Plastic eggs. We don't have, enough eggs to go around for that. I said, you're going to buy regular eggs. And by the time Easter comes,
he said, no fake
have
eggs.
So many eggs, you're not going to know what to do. You're not buying plastic.
No fake eggs, damn it.
And Brooke Rollins, our Secretary of Agriculture, did an incredible job. And eggs dropped like a rock. And we ended up buying a lot of eggs for a lot of... But the price of eggs is down now 80% since March. Think of that. And we have 2 price charts. Do you remember the last time I pointed to a chart? My all-time, I don't care what these charts say. My all-time favorite chart was the chart I had in Butler. I said, let's look at the chart. Bing, bing. I don't care how good that chart looks. It's shit by comparison to the one in Butler. It's nothing. I like the Butler chart. Remember, that was on how great employment was and all this. But I like it for other reasons. Look at that chart. It's good. But now I talk about the Butler chart. I don't even want to look at it. It doesn't mean anything. But look, Biden price increases and Trump price increases. Look at Biden. Up 37, 24%, 22, 21, 30.7, 30.7 again, 10.4%, 49%. Trump, the price is down 5.1, 4.2, 0.5, down 4%, 2 points, 2.9. Look at that. Our prices are coming down. Their prices, it's a hoax. They're just... Remember they said the Inflation Reduction Act. Remember that? Billions and billions, hundreds of billions of dollars. The inflation, and after they got it approved, because we had a few Republicans that went along with that whole hoax. And remember, we're going to pass the inflation. And I said, there's nothing to do with inflation reduction there. There's nothing to do with that. It has nothing, it had nothing to do with inflation either way, other than raising inflation, perhaps, because it was such a stupid... And then they admitted, they fought it like, oh no, this is inflation. After they got the thing passed, then they said, we agree, it has nothing to do with inflation. Screw you, we don't care. That's what it is. We're dealing with bad people. And the word affordability is the exact same thing. And I can't say affordability hoax because I agree the prices were too high, so I can't go to hoax.
We're going to get into the charts, man.
But they
don't you
use
worry.
the
We're
word
going to get into the
affordability,
charts.
And that's their only word. They say affordability. And everyone says, oh, that must mean Trump has high prices. No, our prices are coming down tremendously from the highest prices in the history of our country. And look at that chart. Let's see the next one. You have
Where
another
is the
one,
chart,
I think,
bro?
mortgage rates.
Where is the
Even
chart?
with a lousy Fed chair.
With
We
the
have a lousy Fed chair. Oh, and by the way, it looks, you're going to have to check this,
Hold on.
please. I just heard it could be that all 4 commissioners in the Fed signed by Biden, including Too Late. You know who Too Late is? Too Late, pal? Jerome, too late. He's too late with his interest rates for a reason. He's a bad guy. He's not a smart guy.
Finally,
he's a bad
here
guy.
we go.
Too late. Is he going to lower rates a little bit, finally? Did you see where Jamie Dimon, respected guy, said, you got to get the rates down, you schmuck, you know? But I hear that the AutoPen may have signed those commissions. If they signed those commissions, now maybe I'm wrong, but we're going to check. Have you
Not the
checked that?
AutoPen.
Are you hearing it?
Not the
Who signed it?
AutoPen.
Did he sign it or did the AutoPen sign it? I'm hearing the AutoPen.
I believe this was the first time Trump mentioned
You know, you
Fed
can't use
chair.
the AutoPen unless it's very
Or Jerome
strongly
Powell or
authorized,
rate
unless
cuts.
you show you know what the hell you're doing, which is impossible of him to show. So, I don't know. I think it's something we have to look into. You put people there that are not authorized to be there. I know I signed Chris Wright. I signed everything, but I signed Chris Wright. If I gave you an AutoPen, they could throw you the hell out of here, Chris. The difference is they would do it, you know? We try and be too nice. No, would you check that, Scott, okay? Because I'm hearing that the AutoPen could have signed maybe all four, but maybe a couple of them. We'll
Thank
take
you guys
two.
for tuning in.
So look at that Biden.
What chart,
I love
man?
that
Show
laugh.
the chart, y'all. Are they showing
Who's the woman
something?
with
I
that
don't-
great hearty laugh? That's a woman that likes Trump. That's not beautiful.
Women for Trump.
Anybody can laugh with that happiness. She likes Trump. He likes Trump too with the hat. Yes, that's right. Thank you. Thank you, man. Thank you. So Biden, new yearly mortgage cost increases, and Trump, new yearly. Look, we went down with our rates. They went up with their
Papa
rates.
Gooch.
That's a lot.
Trump is pulling the
So
poon.
with us, you save $2,900, almost $3,000.
Oh, I ain't heard the word poon in a while, bro.
And with them, you go up. It costs you $15,000.
Oh,
You
smash
don't
a
hear
like
that
if you like
because the
poon.
fake news doesn't
Or if you know what poon is.
And these are charts. These are government charts. These are not made up by
Show
Donald
your
J.
age
Trump.
a bit in the chat,
These
people.
are government charts. Do you have a third chart? Because I like these charts very much. Not as much as Butler, but I like them.
Show your age, people.
You have any other charts?
Smash a like
So
if you know
far,
what
they're
poon
playing
is.
quite well. Oh, look at that. Real wages. Look at that. Losses and Trump real wages gains for the typical worker. Wow. I mean, that's incredible, right? So look at the amount of loss. 18.5, 106. What the hell is that all about? Is that even possible?
Smoking Wrench, what's good? Thank you for
Biden
commenting in the
food,
chat, bro.
Oh, I see. No, that's the eggs.
Pom
You
Pom?
move
I've never
that
heard it
chart very
called that.
quickly. I said, what's
ATL
going on
guys
with that chart?
in the
They did-
house, bro.
That was Houdini did that. Because I was saying, boy, that's I really
If you are
like
not
the numbers
subscribed to the
having do
channel,
with real
man,
wages,
drop a
but,
comment.
You know, they played very well, but this plays very well too.
Trying to see who's subscribed, who's
Biden
not. I
food
already
price
know these guys are
increases, Trump-
subscribed.
Look at that.
The Asian ladies
So ours
say
are
that.
decreases, all decreases, and they're moving down good. But look at
You
age,
want my pom pom?
106%, and we got them down 15%. Look at those numbers. But you don't hear that from the fake news. You don't hear that. What do you think of that, David?
Pom pom.
I think we're going to have to do something. You know, we should impeach him, but he's gone.
Almost
I
to
guess we can't.
25 likes, man. We're almost to the 30 likes.
By the way,
30
it was up
likes
to
was
them.
the goal, but
numbers like that, they would have impeached. Those numbers are terrible. And those
that's
are
right.
government
Trump said those
so
numbers
thank
are
you very
terrible,
much,
man.
everybody.
We
That's
should
good.
push for 50
We have
likes.
a couple of other charts.
What's going on, RC Mallory? What's good? The
We're
Great
also
Reset,
working
the
to
new
bring
financial
down the cost
system.
of health care. Obamacare is a
XRP?
scam.
Okay.
Under Obamacare, trillions of dollars were given directly to health insurance companies.
Okay.
Their stocks are
RC
up
Mallory, thanks for commenting in the chat.
1,700% in a very short period of time. Would you say that's good? Obamacare's primary purpose was to pay off insurance companies. You know, the insurance companies back the Democrats very heavily. I want to give billions of dollars directly to the people. I want to take all of the billions and actually trillions, but over a period of time. And I want to give all of that money we give to the big, fat, rich insurance companies. And I want to give them nothing. I want to give nothing to the insurance companies. I don't want to give all because they're sucking our country dry with this scam by the Democrats.
Papa Goose, I'm gonna have to go.
And I've always said it, Obamacare. But now you see the numbers because your premiums are going up.
Paul,
on
I
Obamacare
appreciate you.
and everything. It's forcing everything up.
Smoke and rinse is
But we
down
want
with the
money go
OPP.
directly to the people. We want you to go out and buy your own health insurance, and you'll get much better health insurance at a much lower cost.
Down with the OPP and
Everybody
up with the
knows
lights.
This is the best way to go. But the Democrats, they're bought and owned by the insurance companies. So let's see how many of them have the guts to vote for this. You know, we're putting in bills where all of that money, hundreds of billions of dollars, goes to the people to go out and buy your own health care. And everybody's different. Some are young people, some
James
are older
Howlett.
people. It's a much different, really, set of criteria. In 4 years under Biden, Democrats secured less than $1 trillion in new investments in our country. Think of that, though. And we've done in 10 months, we've set the all-time country record by many times. I'm going to get the exact numbers many times. 18, what are we over 18, right around 18 trillion? We could hit $20 trillion in the first year with 10 months, 18 trillion versus less than 1 trillion. And I'll tell you what,
I feel like
it was going to go down if it wasn't going to be like even anything. It would have been.
I'm down here in the crowd, bro.
Companies were pouring out of our country. The stock market is set 51. This is in less than 10 months. The stock market is set 51 all-time record highs. There's never been anything like that. Bum, bum, bum.
Pum, pum, pum.
Bum, bum, bum.
Pum, pum, pum.
It's
Guys,
think of that.
pum,
It's
pum,
at
pum.
51 all-time record highs in less than 10 months. That was as of about 3 weeks ago. Before I entered office, 100% of all new net jobs were going to migrant workers. Think of that. 100% of new jobs were going to migrant. These are government numbers, by the way. These are not Trump numbers. These are government numbers. Because they say, well, did Trump come up with these numbers? No, I didn't come up. I'm just...
Green fingers,
migrant
what if I
workers and illegal
200x longed
aliens
ETH right now?
100%. But since I took office, 100%.
What if I 200x longed ETH right now?
Net job creation
Right now.
has gone to American citizens. How about that?
Bro,
Now, how about that?
right now.
Even I will give myself a hand. Now, think of it. 100% went to American citizens before 100% went to people that came into the country illegally. Again,
Yo.
many of them from prisons, many of them gang members, drug members, Tren de Aragua. More
Yo, if
Americans
you are new to
working
the channel,
today than at any
subscribe.
time in the history of our country. That's why when they ask about the economy, you know, you have fake polls. How's Trump doing on you
Fair
know these
enough.
numbers? How's Trump doing on the economy? I was interviewed by a very hostile group today. I said, why am I doing these people? They're hostile.
I feel
But they
like
were
it.
relatively fair because you can't.
So if
you
I
can't
feel
be-
like
don't
it, I
mind-
should do the
I can
opposite
be
of what I
interviewed
feel
by
like
anybody.
doing.
Were you concerned if you're doing badly? You don't want to be
That's
interviewed
the
by
secret.
bad people, but they can't
Are
do
you
anything
struggling
because
with
the
trading
numbers speak.
crypto?
It was
Do the
political. I
opposite
did
of
an
what you
interview
feel
today.
like
I was doing an
doing.
interview because they have no
It's the
ammunition.
simple answer. If every
One
time you
person said
long,
to
it
me,
goes
"It's unbelievable.
down,
Our economy
and
is
every time you
unbelievable.
short, it goes
There's
up.
never been anything. But
Bro,
the Democrats go out.
all we
prices
gotta
are too
do-
high. Yeah, they're too high.
just do the opposite.
Because they caused them to be too high. But now they're coming down. One of the most important ways
Bro.
we're defeating inflation is by unleashing American energy, including
Fair enough,
oil,
right?
gas, and clean, beautiful coal right here
Short on
in the
Solana?
Commonwealth of Pennsylvania.
Short on Sol. What's the entry? What is the entry, Green
Did
Fingers?
you know I went to school in the
Guys,
Commonwealth?
You're short on Sol
Right? The great Wharton School of Finance. I love the Wharton.
right now.
Became a little liberal, but these are
You're
minor
short
details.
right now. Oh, your entry's
But
up
the
there,
Wharton
isn't it?
School, one of the greatest
143.
schools in the world.
Where's
I
your
went
entry,
here.
Green Fingers?
I loved it.
143.
I love the school, and I love Philadelphia.
Bro, it's at-
Philadelphia's gotten a
well.
little rougher. Gotten a little rougher, but we're going to take it.
You don't think it's getting
And
ready
you
to
have
go
great
for a little
football
bounce in the short
coach.
term?
And you have a great running back,
Yeah.
Saquon.
You got in up there on that pump, huh? What's that entry? What's that entry,
I got to
man?
know Saquon a little bit, and my hand will never be the same. I patted him
138,
on the back.
okay.
I said, Saquon, let's go. You're my partner today. Let's go win.
R.I.P..
Because it was like I hit a piece of steel.
Oh.
So what the hell is with you, Saquon? That's pretty. He's good. But he's a better football player than he is a golfer. Trust me. He's so strong. Those muscles are, yeah. But his football is great. His golf will be very good. Very good. But we won. Okay. We won our match. And you do have a great coach. I was with you, Coach. I got a little streak going here. But that'll change. But he's a great coach. Well, you won the whole deal, right? I got to know him last year when he came to the White House, and I said, this guy's he's a real leader. The players loved him. And you had some players that are just, really just fantastic guys. But you have a good football team. It's really good to watch. But for 4 long years, Biden and the Democrats tried to endlessly kill Pennsylvania energy jobs. They worked so hard to kill the jobs. They wanted wind all over the place, Let's go buy those windmills for millions of dollars each from China. Every time it goes around, you lose $15. Did you know that? That's on average. You're supposed to make money with energy. You're not supposed to lose money with energy. And everybody that's doing wind is in virtual bankruptcy right now. If you look at UK, I told he's a nice man, Starmer, Prime Minister. I said,
Greenfinger, stop. I know you're talking about me, bro.
A great energy source in the North Sea. Use it, or you're not going to be in office very long. Their energy prices they're putting wind all over Scotland, all over beautiful.
It is for entertainment purposes only.
Scotland.
It has to be entertaining,
all
right?
All over beautiful. Oh, we have some.
What's entertaining about a 5 or 10 10x?
Where the hell did you come from? We have Scottish people. But they're putting wind all over Scotland. The people are not thrilled with it. And it's costing them a fortune. They have the most expensive energy. And I said, I'm going to do you a favor.
Bro, okay.
You could be there for a long time.
Economic
Open up
agenda,
the North Sea oil.
Trump.
One
Fed
of the
chair.
Oil, and, they like
Fed
to say, well,
pitch,
it's
Trump.
pretty well depleted. No, it's good for another 500 years. And they haven't even found most of it yet.
And
if you look at Norway,
this man is standing up here talking for a minute.
The North Sea, which in theory isn't as vibrant.
80-something years old,
bro.
bro.
Very rich country.
What are we doing?
A tremendous.
What are we doing, man?
Tremendous worth because of the North Sea, but UK has to. If they don't go back to oil, I think a lot of bad things are happening to Europe. You know that their immigration policies are so bad. It's so bad. They're destroying our beautiful Europe. I love Europe. They're destroying Europe, and they better do something. I'll give them just some free advice. I'm focused here. But I give them free advice. They better be careful because immigration.
So Greenfinger, so you got both trades in. You got
Europe. On day one, I ended the war in Pennsylvania energy. I just terminated something that was insane. And we all love Elon. Elon was up here campaigning, right? But I said, Elon, I think electric cars are great, but not everybody wants an electric car. And I ended the insane electric vehicle mandate where everybody was supposed to have an electric car by the year like 2030 or some ridiculous year like that. And
right.
It's just not going to be that way. I don't think it'll be some like hybrid, some going to like gasoline powered. I mean, the nice thing about gasoline is we have 2,000 years worth of we have more gasoline, we have more oil and gas.
Hey, we are almost to the 30-like goal, guys. We're at 27.
And they want us to go to batteries. Let's go to batteries.
3 more likes, bro.
We don't have battery content. So let's go to batteries, according to these morons that were in our country. Let's not use oil and gas, which we have more than any country in the world. Let's go to batteries. Well, we have to go to the Congo and get it from China. But I actually stopped the war with Congo and Rwanda, and they said to me, please, please, we would love you to come and take our minerals, which we'll do. But I stopped the Green New Scam. It's a total scam. And, we had...
Very true, Greenfingers.
They used to call it global warming. And they called it 15 other things, and none of them worked. So they came up with...
You need to join me.
Climate change, remember? Climate change.
Join me.
You can't go wrong with climate change if it goes up. Remember, global warming, and then the temperature started
And we will make
down
educational crypto content together.
Remember?
Faceless YouTube
We had
channel.
global warming, and they sent that big, beautiful ship with all scientists on it, and it went into deepest Alaska. It went up through the ice. And the global warming, it was getting so warm. Except, unfortunately,
This
they had
man
a bad
created his
few
own
weeks. It
indicator.
got so cold that the ice just crushed. We had to take those poor bastards out by helicopter. We're like, the scientists, they said, one guy was petrified of helicopter. He said, I have a choice, go down in the ice with the ship or go in a helicopter. He chose the helicopter. He made it. But we have a very simple policy, right, Chris? Drill, baby, drill. We have a simple policy.
A great pair of tees is good. What's
and
up?
natural gas
Join the
production is booming. Coal mining is up by 2.4 million tons a month. And we're also reviving Pennsylvania manufacturing. And with our historic tariffs, steel production is roaring back. We're building steel mills all over the country. And U.S. Steel is coming back at a level never thought possible before.
Let's go.
And I was up. And I was up here and with the workers and with Selena. Do you know Selena? Does everybody know? And with some other people. We were up with some great people, and we spent the whole day, and they were determining whether or not they want to make which one of the deals. I went to the workers. I said, which one do you like? We picked the right one. As I said before, billions of dollars they're spending. And the steel workers are doing phenomenally better. I think you're going to do better than you've ever done before. You were losing all of your steel. If we didn't have tariffs, you would have no steel. We wouldn't have one steel mill anywhere in the United States. And that would be really bad for, Scott, national security. We need, the one thing you need steel. You know, you can give up certain products. You can give up pencils. Because under the China policy, you know, every child can get 37 pencils. They only need one or two, you know. They don't need that many. But you always need steel. You don't need $37 for your daughter. 2 or 3 is nice, but you don't need $37. So we're doing things like we're running this country.
100%.
Right? We're also putting thousands of dollars in the pockets of hardworking Pennsylvanians with the largest tax cuts in American history. That's no tax on tips, no tax on overtime, no tax on Social Security for our great seniors, no tax. And all of that kicks in on January 1st. You know, it hasn't kicked in yet. I mean, we're doing great, and it hasn't kicked in yet, and it's amazing. Bro. And it's one of the reasons they said, sir, would you mind going on the trail? And I actually like it, you know. I have fun. I haven't read practically anything off the stupid teleprompter. And then my speechwriters they're getting awards for some of the finest speeches, and I haven't even read them. And the award for the finest writer in the history of speech making, Ross. Where are you, Ross? Are you here, Ross? Where the hell is Ross? Ross, are you here? Look,
Ross.
First time I've ever introduced him. Ross, get over here. I got it. He's a young, handsome man.
Oh.
He's the greatest. Thank you, Ross. Very low-key guy. Thank you. Look at Ross. He's so shy. I can't believe it. We're joined today by Donna Zajac, a mom and a waitress of over 45 years who lives in Stroudsburg. Does everybody know where Strouds? I know where it is. Because of no tax on tips, Donna estimates she will keep hundreds of additional dollars every single month. And she'll put all of that money toward her daughter's dream of becoming a veterinarian. That's a good, right? A good thing. Are you here, Donna? Where's Donna? Oh, come on up, Donna. Come on. Come on. Say a few words. Look how beautiful she is. She stood up. She wasn't supposed to come up, but when I looked at her, I said, come on up, Donna. Look how beautiful she is. You're not allowed to say that anymore. You know, in politics, if you say somebody's beautiful, that's the end of your political career. I say, I don't care. I don't care. Come on up, Donna.
Donna.
Oh, so happy to meet you.
Say a few words. What do you want me to say? Yeah, just say whatever. This is always dangerous.
Thank you, Trump. Thank you to President Trump for having me. This is like my sister dream, but I love you too.
Bro, what the heck is happening right now?
My sister Ryan loved you too. But yes,
I'm sorry. I'm not trying to be judgy here.
My daughter's tuition.
Don't say palmed on.
Make it a lot easier. Big difference, for sure. Yeah, we got it. Thank you.
Oh.
Thank you.
What is going on, man? I totally missed that. Who is Donna?
The Star is Born.
Somebody help me out. I missed that. Who is Donna?
The Star is Born.
Bro, who
Is
who
your
was
sister
that?
here? Is your sister here, Donna?
Oh no.
Oh, hello. How are you? Good family. Well,
What's
thank you.
happening?
Thanks, Donna. That's beautiful. Also with us is Marine Corps veteran Sean Downey, who now serves as a firefighter and a local first responder. Sean worked over 400 hours of overtime. That's a lot. And thanks to no tax on overtime, he'll take home thousands of dollars extra, which he plans to use to buy your first home. And thank you. Where's Sean? Good, Sean.
Cougar
Good. So you're going to use that money well, right? That was not an easy one to get approved. You know, it all went through Congress. I had
Where
to
is
really
Rusty when you need
push
Rusty?
hard. I was not nice. I was not nice to get you that money, but
Oh,
you're
that
gonna
was
use that money
Rusty's
to get a
moment,
house,
bros.
huh? A first house? Good. Well, you have a great.
That was
future.
Rusty's moment, man.
Thank you very much. And here as well is Megan Hemhauser from Cresco, Pennsylvania. Megan's husband works 10 to 15 hours of overtime a week operating heavy equipment while she bartends and waits tables at night and homeschools her two children during the day, getting more and more prevalent. Homeschooling getting more and more. It's happening. That's okay. It's good. But thanks to no tax on tips and no tax on overtime, more than a quarter of their income will be tax-free. Megan, do you want to come up? Come on, Megan.
Come on, Megan.
Come on up.
Smash a like for Megan, y'all.
Thank you so much. Oh my goodness. Thank you. Thank you so much. As President Trump said, I'm a mom, a wife. I homeschool my two brilliant children. And the no tax on tips is incredible. No tax on overtime is incredible for my husband.
All that
And
starts January 1st,
it all comes back to
bro.
our family. It saves us, and it's for the future of our children. And it's been such a blessing to be home with them and to have them here with me tonight. And thank you for everything, President.
Thank you. Good to see you. I want to show you. You know what's great? So she had these notes, right? Not notes, it's a speech. She never even looked at it. She was great. It's much better when you don't have to read it. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you. So I just thought, great job. That's a great job.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Unhinged.
That's great.
Unhinged.
Never looked at the notes. She never looked at those notes. That's pretty cool. I have a lot of professionals sitting right here. They'll get up and read a speech. But Megan didn't have to do that. Another key part of our tax cuts is known as Trump accounts. Under this new program, the federal government will be creating an investment savings account for every single newborn American child with $1,000 to be invested and grow over the course of their life, right at the beginning of birth. Friends, family, employers, and loved ones.
How could you
will be
not
able to
be
add
for that?
thousands of dollars
How could you
a year.
not be for
And,
that, bro?
It's like a trust fund for every American child. It's going to be something. and
Smoking
it's
rich,
really
no more
exciting.
income
And
tax.
I want to thank Michael Dell.
How could
and
you
his
not be
beautiful
for the
Dell
Trump account for
computer.
the kids, though?
Go out and buy a Dell computer. He got it started. He put up $6.25 billion. And he started with nothing. Think of that. And he just put that up. $6.25 billion. Michael Dell, thank you wherever you may be. Michael is probably in Texas watching us. right now. And his beautiful wife. They're a great couple. His wife is incredible. Every single Democrat in Congress voted against these unbelievable benefits for American families. Why would you vote against? Money is being put up. Big money is being put up. And you know, these kids, when they get to be 18, 20, 21, 30, 35 years old, they could have $100,000, $200,000.
Bro.
And they're going to be rich. I mean, they're going to feel rich, and they're going to be watching it grow. And
he corrected
they may
himself
be helping it grow. Who knows? You never know.
He said they're going to feel
but
rich.
It's going to teach them. It's going to be a great thing. This was
200,000. They're going to be rich. Oh, they're going to feel rich.
They wanted to do this.
You're right.
They spoke with their wallet too. They put up a tremendous amount of money. So I just want to thank Michael Dell.
Still a very great idea, though. I think,
and everybody else that was
it's
with
amazing.
us the other day.
I just wonder, what about the other children? You know, it's like kind of sucks.
Event.
Like for
we're joined today by some of your representatives who voted to
just
put more
past
money
the
in
age,
your
you know.
pockets. And these are great people.
So what about them?
And I introduced David. I'm going to ask him to stand up again, because David McCormick is a really great man in the truest sense. He won a race. You know, he really did well the first time too, but some bad things happened, right? And very few people are willing to do that again. And to be honest, if he would have lost, I know his wife, she's a beautiful woman, extremely into
thank you
the
to all the
social
people that are viewing the stream. Guys, if you're not subscribed,
respected
consider
by
subscribing,
everybody.
joining our
She wouldn't have
community.
left him if he
Smashing the like
lost.
really
And I
helps.
told him.
I really appreciate you.
Dina would have left him. She's very... she's
Just a real dude.
Hey, we can't help it. That's the way she is.
Covering real shit.
So I said, David, you're taking a big risk if you run again, because if you lose twice, your wife is leaving you. And he wasn't worried. Stand up. David McCormick.
That should be my new slogan.
He was so great. He followed me every single time I spoke. He was there, and he got up and he'd speak. And I'll tell you, we had big crowds, David, and the audience listened to you. In fact, they liked him more than they liked me in some cases. I was thinking about, let's keep him off the stage. But they really loved you. And you've been a great senator.
Bro.
And you have a great wife. Thank you very much.
Everybody's ready for a new ETH all-time high, man. 77 votes.
And a congressman who's been a warrior, and a couple of guys that have just been unbelievable. But Rob Bresnahan, would you stand up, Rob? What a job you're doing, huh? Young, handsome.
What's up, Rob?
Central casting. Great job. Thank you very much, Rob. Great job.
Did he just say central
These are
casting?
warriors, these two guys. But the three of them. And then you have the senator, but the three of them. Ryan McKenzie. Ryan, thank you. And it's hard for me to explain how hard they work, but they were working so hard getting that big, beautiful bill. I call it the great, big, beautiful bill passed. You know, that was supposed to be in 17 bills. And I actually said it because I'm not that experienced. I haven't been doing it that long, believe it or not. I haven't been doing this. I had one man, he was a congressman, and we had a big meeting, and he was telling us all how to do something. And I said, I disagree with that. He said, sir, I've had 22 races, and I've won 20 of them. I know what I'm doing. And I said, sir, I've had 3 races, and I've won all 3 of them. And mine was for president. And he said, all right, you got me on that. He's actually a good man. He got a little carried away one day. But that's because these guys wanted to do it my way, too. So we had 17 bills prepared. Dan Muser, right? Stand up, Dan. What a great guy. Stand up, Mrs. Muser. Dan is he's a very powerful congressman, but he's a great person, great man. All 3 of these guys, they're warriors, and your senators, very few people that I've ever met that would take that risk. It was a risk. You know, it takes guts to run for public office, right? It takes guts. A lot of guys talk, including me. I talked about this for a long time before I did it. It takes courage to run for any public office because, you know, you can be very embarrassed. You can ruin your life. Look at me. I got impeached. I got indicted. I was never going to be impeached, indicted. I get indicted like 87 times with these stupid... See, they should have indicted me once. They would have had a better chance. With all of the... I'd used to get up. It was very important. I'd get up and say, here we go again. Ladies and gentlemen, I got indicted again. And nobody believed the whole thing. And then I'd explain it, and it turned out to be a hoax. I mean, it was a total hoax. They're very, very bad.
Yes.
Very, very bad people. But Dan Muser has been a great congressman. He was thinking about running for governor. I think you would have won if you ran. But, you know, in a selfish way, I like you in Washington even better. So I want to thank you very much. Great. Great job. Thank you. That's even more important. Thank you. Thank you very much. And thanks as well to
Unchanged Markets,
Secretary of the Treasury Scott Bessent and Secretary of Energy Chris Wright. You guys
as of right now.
Thank you. I introduced them, but I want to introduce because they have been so good. A major factor that fueled inflation under Biden was the invasion of 25 million people. Think of this: 25 million people came into our country totally unchecked and unvetted, mostly across our southern border. 10 months ago, we inherited the worst border in the history of the world, and now we have the strongest border in the history of our country. We've never had a border this. And people don't talk about it. You notice they don't talk about it. When I was running, it was the biggest thing. And before I was running, that's all they talked about, the border, the border, the border. And now I fixed it. Nobody wants to talk about it. Even my people. They say, sir, don't put it in your speech. Why? Because nobody cares about the border. You fixed it. No, but you know how bad that is? Because they forget what you did. We had a border that was so bad. Everybody, criminals, everybody pouring into our country. Anybody. You know, the Congo, I just settled that war. The Congo, their entire prison population was set into our country. Venezuela, their entire prison population was dumped into our country. And now
pump and dump, eventually pump it up.
We've ever had.
Pump,
we have
pump
one
it
of the
up.
strongest borders.
You got to
anywhere
pump it
in the
up.
world.
Oh man.
I would say there's
Those
one
were the
country
days.
that has probably a stronger border. You know what that is? You know what that is? North Korea. North Korea, I think, has a stronger border. But other than North Korea has 7 walls of wire, and each of them has 1 million volts of electricity going through it. So if you get over one, you're dead for the next one. If you get over one, you're in very bad shape. If you get over 2, you've set a record.
Jason Casper
So,
in the
Scott,
chat,
I think
bro.
you give North Korea the safest border, don't you?
What is going on, man?
But ours is pretty.
I appreciate
safe.
you showing
and I
up,
want to
bro.
thank Pete Hegseth and the military for helping us.
We got an OG, a real one in the chat, guys. We've got a real one in the chat.
And again,
Yo.
for 7 months in a row,
Where's
we've
my
had
sound
0
effects?
illegal aliens that have been admitted
Bro,
to the
thanks,
United
man.
States. And nobody. Do you remember when Biden said, I need legislation to do that?
Donald Dump.
And I said, no, all you need is a new president.
Average Chad Crypto.
I
That's
didn't
right,
get-
bro.
I didn't get legislation.
Donald Dump.
Scott,
I like
did
it.
I get legislation? I said,
I like it,
close
bro.
the freaking border right now. And they did it.
Close the freaking
Because
border.
our border patrol is incredible. ICE is incredible. That ICE, poor ICE, they take a lot of abuse, but they're the toughest people.
Why does everyone always
and
look
again,
so
Washington,
orange?
D.C. now is, we had the tragedy, which was a terrorism tragedy, but we have Washington, D.C.
I don't know. They do look
It's
orange.
been in 52
Bitcoin
years.
orange,
Think of
bro. It's the Bitcoin
and
orange
a year
10.
ago, you couldn't walk down a street in Washington, our nation's capital, and now restaurants are booming, restaurants are opening. The restaurants were all closing. Now the restaurants are opening. You can't get into a restaurant in Washington, D.C. Biden and the radical left Democrats turned Pennsylvania into a
This
dumping
man,
ground for hundreds of
80-something years
thousands
old.
of migrants from the most dysfunctional places on earth, like Somalia, and gave
I
them
need
billions
whatever
and billions
vitamins
of your
and
taxpayer
minerals.
dollar, but we didn't really give it. It was stolen.
I need that.
And those people should go to jail.
They should go to jail. They should go to jail. Bro, I
And
need
if they
that.
go to jail.
Not jail, but
Scott
I need.
Bessent is toast. He's toast. I'll tell you, that could be the easiest case. I think it's too easy for you. Just give it to your assistants. They can do that case. These people
Man.
are crooks. They don't work. 91% unemployment. Okay? It's a scam. And it's headed up by the crooked congresswoman. Whatever happened to her brother, by the way? Is he still around? It's just...
The Midwest Mike Crypto. What's good, bro?
Yeah, he went low. He went low. He's not happy. Would you look into him too, Scott? Would you find out the brother, please? She said, how dare you say that about me? It's discrimination. Let me tell you, black people love Trump. I got the biggest vote. I got the biggest vote with black people. They know a scam better than anybody. They know what it is to be scammed. Thank you, man. Thank you. I appreciate it.
You know,
we did great. Thank you.
Somebody out there is going to turn that around
Thank
and make it bad, but he's right, bro. And he resonates with people.
Vote. We got a tremendous Hispanic
Trump
vote.
resonates with people, bro.
We got a tremendous, because we speak the truth. They get it. Everybody gets it. Everybody, pretty much everybody gets it. And they know we're the real deal.
Do you guys agree?
Become so strong in such a
10
months.
Does anybody else have the feeling that it's just too good to be
if we
true?
Keep going like this, I don't know if we can do that.
How
if we keep going like this, there'll be nothing ever.
You know
in
what I'm
history
saying? Like how?
Already,
like
they are saying better than Lincoln,
I'm a skeptic.
better than
Always will be.
Washington,
Always
better
have
than
been a skeptic.
The best 10 months.
Jerry in the house.
Ever in the history of
Jerry
the
Jeromus, what's good, man? I love Trump, though. Don't get me wrong. I love Trump, and I support Trump.
And for the first time in 50 years, we now have reverse
there's always a little
migration, which means more jobs, better wages, and higher income for American citizens, not for illegal aliens. And you know what? We all have a heart. We want to take care of people. But these people are getting killed on the walk up. They're dying. They're dying. They have to go through jungles. We don't realize this. They are going through areas that are not, it's not possible to get through some of the areas. They're going through jungles down in the Central America, South America.
We are finally seeing some movement, guys. Finally seeing some movement in the market.
They're getting just.
I mean, we've been just stale, unchanged for a minute, right?
Women are being raped. Remember when I started?
What
I
did
said
he
we're going
just
to
say?
stop the raping.
Oh,
women
God.
in those caravans.
Oh, God.
A name conceived of by me.
Oh, God.
Because it's a caravan, thousands of people, 10, 15, 20,000 people coming up. The women in those caravans are being raped in unprecedented numbers by other people in the caravans.
I don't even know if we're allowed to say that on YouTube.
They're not trying to come now.
I don't know. Can we say that? I don't know anymore. What's allowed, what's not allowed.
Because they're not being killed and they're not being raped and they're staying back in their country.
Okay. Okay,
where
Trump.
They've been.
Okay.
And they've been taken care of. I've also announced a permanent pause on third world migration, including from hellholes like Afghanistan, Haiti, Somalia, and many other countries.
Not much movement yet. Still no word on economic agenda much. I mean, we heard him talk about Fed Chair, Jerome Powell.
I didn't say shithole, you did. Remember I said that to
that
the
was a little
senators
much. That's
in?
not cool,
the Democrats.
man.
They wanted to be bipartisan. So they came in and they said, this is totally off the record. Nothing mentioned here. We want to be honest because our country was going to hell. And we had a meeting. And I said, why is it we only take people
Doge to $1 and I'm out.
Right? Why can't we
James,
have some people
bro,
from
Doge to
Norway,
$1 and we out here.
Sweden, just a few. Let us have a few. From Denmark, do you mind sending us a few people? Send us some nice people. Do you mind?
Bro, thank you guys.
We always take people from
I appreciate everybody that's showing
Somalia,
up and has tuned in
places
tonight.
that are a disaster.
Thank you for being
Filthy,
here.
dirty, disgusting,
All of you.
ridden with
If you
crime.
are new to the channel,
the only thing they're
don't
good
forget to
at is going
subscribe.
after ships. But they don't go after
Trump
our
might
ships.
get
You
me
know
a
why?
strike, bro.
Because
I don't know
that
how it
same
works, but
missile
that's not cool.
That knocks the
Come on,
crap out
Trump.
of them.
I understand, though. It's good. It's good what he's saying, but
From Venezuela and
we on YouTube, man, not Rumble or Truth Social.
That same missile, think of it, from hundreds of miles away, we have the greatest military, we have the greatest equipment,
Yo,
we make the greatest
what's
equipment
up?
in the world. I bought more equipment. We rebuilt the military.
Something
in the
I don't
first term.
understand is why
Then
it
Super
shows
Joe
the
gave a lot
stream
of it to,
started.
Afghanistan,
Look,
but
it shows the stream had 0 viewers from way before it started.
Adding to it a lot.
It didn't.
But I'll tell you what.
Something
that
is
same-
causing
see, I'm
that.
looking
I
at
don't know
this
why.
big
Because
tough guy with the red hat.
other
I
times
like that guy.
it starts immediately
But stand
here.
up. Let me just see what you look
It's
like.
it's almost like the stream
Nobody's going to mess with him. Okay.
for an hour
He
set
said,
with
okay.
no views, but that's not true
Thank you
because I
very
had it
much. Very
scheduled.
good.
Maybe I need to
see he's
stop
enjoying it. I
scheduling
like people that
streams,
enjoy
bro.
things because you got to smile about this whole thing. But that same missile system.
We are currently in a
that
correction,
hits the
yes.
center of everyone. Remember, every boat that gets
Slight
hit, we don't wanna
correction to
do
the
that,
downside.
but every boat that gets hit, we save 25,000.
Oh, you're
American
right.
lives.
It's because of that, isn't it? It's